That's
Hey! Welcome to Duckface.
Duckface.
Oh my god.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for session 6 of Aldgate Adventures, the Savage Worlds actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. To find all the sessions of this game, visit happyjacks.org/Aldgate. And to find all the shows on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. We got a table full of them tonight. I'm Jon Enge, and I am the GM of this bad mother. And we don't really have a content warning, but we were just talking about how it is body jokes and blood.
Not necessarily together, like separate.
But not necessarily not together.
True.
Yeah, sometimes we
Twinsies.
like to put it all in there in a big old bucket.
Bloobies.
All bodies are beautiful.
Bloody boobies.
Oh my god.
Right. You have been
Or
warned.
blues.
And we're
Wow.
in an odd form tonight.
I need this
And I-
We should thank our sponsor, Gold Emmy award-winning
No,
Decca.
moving on. But we do have a Lines and Veils document
That's true.
that we're all familiar with, and we have X cards that we can just hit this and move on.
It's also
no questions.
it's also an ejector seat.
Yes, it's true.
Is that what happens when we push the button?
And now it's time to meet our rogues gallery of rapacious rapscallions.
It's a lot of alliteration.
That's right. And since you said the first thing,
No!
Vixie, you go first.
Hey everybody, my name is Vixie Bell. I'm your friendly neighborhood player here at the Happy Jacks table. And I am playing Céline, a courtesan and lady of the night who's a little bit roguish, a little bit dually, and yeah, do no harm, take no shit.
Word. Who's next?
Yeah.
Hi, y'all. I'm Artem. And I am playing Juno Falstaff, a muscly bustly barista mama barbarian orc
Oh yeah.
at your service.
And I'm Brian Suskind. I'm playing Devlin Harways, who's a former musketeer slowly regaining his courage. He is also, unfortunately, a werewolf, and also occupying his brain is Wolf, who is decidedly not timid at all. Will Devlin and Wolf be able to repair their sundered mind?
Nah.
It's like the odd couple of RPGs.
That's right.
The odd couples.
Nah.
And your brain is Felix's apartment.
That's right.
Love it.
Hello, hi, my name is Darby, and I'm playing Connie, your good asterisk witch of the Midlands.
Ding.
I can't do the nose wiggle that,
Yeah.
right,
It's copyright.
thing. But yeah, I'm having a grand old time trying to make sure our party members don't kill each other.
Hey,
what you're talking
all
about.
Of course he
and
does.
which was
Oh.
very close to happening last
Yeah,
week.
that's why last episode was called Dysfunctional Delvers.
That's right. All right. So speaking of recaps, you all started out fleeing from Mornhaven, the city of spires, headed towards High Keep in hopes that you would keep your heads. Along the way, on a snowy road, you smashed a wheel on a rock that was hidden underneath a snowbank. And seeing as how there wasn't a spare wheel for
Tragic.
some reason,
Tragic,
reasons.
really. Such a shame.
for shoe reasons, you all ended up in the small, is putting it lightly, village of Dumpwaddle,
Womp
Sold to
waddle.
me as Duwump Waddle.
where you realized something weird was going on when everyone was really scared of you and tried to get you to leave, and then these brigands showed up demanding supplies and people. A specific person, in fact. It was the
Sanford Lock.
Sanford Lock.
Look at me. I remembered it after
The,
3
There
episodes.
you go. The bartender you happened to be talking to at the time. After a short fight, they fucked right off. And, content warning language.
By the way,
And,
Rated M for mature.
you, after finishing off the ones they left behind, you took their spare carriage and chased after them, had a swashbuckling fight from carriage to carriage, eventually smashing the shit out of them, killing them.
Not only killing, we also ate one of them.
Nobody liked him.
What's
wouldn't
this
say
we thing happening?
Okay. They made Wolf eat them. Meet
I'm
Lucky.
not sure "made" is the right word.
Asked Wolf to eat Lucky, and he
They
did it.
released Wolf on him, and he
He
decided
wasn't gonna do it until they told him to.
They just said, "Go ahead, Wolf." They didn't say, I thought you were just gonna slash him, but you ate him. That was your call, Wolf.
Wolf was perfectly okay with it. Devlin, unfortunately, had to watch the whole thing from inside Wolf's head.
Well, why are you hounding us about it?
Nice.
Can I spend 2 Benny to drop a boulder on?
Maybe a conviction.
Two Benny to take back that Benny?
You found out from Lucky, the leader of the brigands, and from
Tasty.
Nobody liked.
the note that he had,
Yep.
that somebody named Mr. Reichman was giving them orders, and that there was a small army showing up. So you trekked through the Greywood Forest, where you met some elves, some hobgoblins, and a giant who you dispatched quickly.
And we only killed some of those.
I mean, I think you killed most of them.
Well, not the elves.
Not the elves.
No.
Ended up going to these barrows where Mr. Reichman had taken up residence. Met with some goblins who were on watch. Put them to sleep and slit their throats.
We put them, and then we put them to sleep forever.
Forever.
Rest in peace, Scrit.
Scrit.
Scrit. Yep.
Scrit forever.
And went inside. You found 3 doorways. One with,
That was cold with a Valkyrie in the top.
that's the one.
One with talkie goblins in it.
Yep.
And that had the symbol of Aegon on top of it.
That's the
And then there was a hooded, faceless figure with trickling water. We went down that one because we're dumb.
Mm-hmm. And that was fantastic. You went in there, and there were all these tombs, and an underground river had broken through and flooded this place. And Devlin threw in a rock.
Listen,
Was that such a smart move on your part, Devlin? So brilliant.
he's
Act of pure
apologized
genius.
a lot. He's apologized and salted, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He spent all his salts. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm insulted.
So it turns out throwing the rock into the water attracted a swarm of flying squid creatures, or jumping squid creatures, that then tried to eat us. And our shrieks of horror attracted the goblins. And so a big battle broke out.
Yes,
But we won.
you did.
Take that, squid.
And then you ended up jumping across the tombs, almost a couple of times getting eaten. Looting half of a dwarf.
While various party members argued with each
Yes,
other.
Yes.
as we were doing this.
Yeah.
And looted half of a dwarf, got to the other side, hoping that there would be some sort of back door, and you found a dead end with a dead mage who had some very disturbing things.
Yes.
In her backpack.
Wooden stakes and holy water, which made us all think, oh no, it's an
Zombies.
Etten.
I thought sparkles, but
But then we realized we were wrong, and maybe it's a vampire.
And that's where we left off.
Wow.
not the sparkly kind.
Yeah, it smells like cupcakes, sparkles.
So we're in a dead end?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be fair, we were resting. You had made vanilla lattes for everyone, or
Yeah.
vanilla caramel
You-
lattes.
Kept eating
We're
caramel.
taking a
Caramel
a short little siesta right now.
Yes, you need a siesta. Devlin is being Devlin in a corner with all the items that he stole.
Well, no,
Or
I'm
stolen.
sitting next to
Took from
everybody.
the-
Liberated.
Yeah.
Steal them. He
Liberated.
brought them over to you.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
brought them over to Connie, so Connie could
Could.
identify the ones that were glowing, which I suspect means they're magical.
You'd be correct. Enge, I have a question real quick. Detect Conceal Arcana has a area of effect thing. Does that mean if I, instead of casting Detect Conceal Arcana a bunch of
Each
times,
one.
I can just do an area of effect and then like hit all of them?
Sure.
Say it!
Because I was thinking that today as I was walking somewhere, and I was like, it'd be really great if you could like identify a bunch of things at once, because it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Big
Yeah.
time saver.
I'm gonna tell you what they are one at a time, though.
Sounds,
'Cause
I
that
would
whole
love
thing-
that. Because that'd be real tough. Yeah, so I'll do a detect detect/conceal arcana, which I actually need to look up because I didn't read what this one does. But you know what I just realized? These sheets on the thing, it tells me what page I can find the description for this spell.
great.
So
That's
that's really
Great.
cool.
What
Love
website
that.
are we using to make these Savage Worlds characters?
I think it's
Savage.us?
yeah,
There it is.
savage.us.
Which one are you going to?
Yeah, I'll put it in chat.
Which one comes to you first, or should I just choose?
You can just choose. I do see that I'm supposed to. Am I supposed to roll? Spellcasting roll?
Yes, you have to make a spellcasting.
Okay. I need a D8. Come here.
Yes.
You.
First roll of the night.
Huzzah!
Here we go.
It's a natural
Something
20. Wait
with
a
bonus,
minute.
Dice is a mimic.
With success, attempts to detect your command. Words. Oh! 8.
Hey!
Hold on.
Hey.
Does that mean you exploded?
Yep.
Huzzah.
9.
Very nice. Very nice. That's
It's
a
one more, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a. It's one more. That is a hit and a raise.
Caster does a
Nine.
general type of enchantment as well as harmful, obscurement, magic, and miracles for a medium range blast template around me, which I'll just go over to where the mage's body is and do that there.
Well, Devlin brought
Yeah,
everything
you
over.
go
to
over
you.
there and I go, I have them. Oh, here,
I put them in a
it's
pile in front of
Yeah,
you.
it's a pile of stuff.
Yes. I'm curious to see why maybe there's some magical area part near this area and this dead end. So
Sure.
just gonna drag it all over there and
All
see
right.
what's up.
All right. Well,
I start picking up the items and like, follow her over
You,
there with them,
yeah.
like here.
yeah, you detect Arcana, and really the only thing you find is these magic items that you had previously figured out were magic. The first thing that comes to you as you like lay them out in front of you and you cast the spell is you see you touch the axe that's in front of you, and suddenly you're kind of transported inside this great cavern with these huge bellows and giant forges, and it must be inside of a volcano because there's lava flowing into these forges, and they've got giant sculpted heads of bearded people, and there's men, women, all making things, and it pushes in on one of them as this young, red-haired, red-bearded, shirtless, just completely thick and a muscly dwarf. And he is ding, ding, and you see him forging this weapon. And he throws some like diamond dust into it and enchants it. And then you see him on his knee handing it to the queen of the dwarves. In fact, you recognize this as Thunderforge Reach up in the north. And she takes it and she likes the heft, and you see her smile, and then you watch her swing it, and suddenly you're transported somewhere else completely as she is cutting down foe after foe and demon and all sorts of wonderful things. And then you're kind of brought back.
For those of you at home, that's the sound Darby makes when she gets a handout.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
I like making handouts, but knowing that Darby would make that sound made it 100% mandatory.
You got a glass of
Yes.
water, you say? Here's this.
Oh my god. Storm Rage, the Storm Queen's War Axe. This great axe was created by Baron Snowhelm for the Great Warrior Queen. Queen
Insert dwarf name here.
Brilvian Thunderforge, sovereign of the Thunderforge Reach, before she was struck down by the demon Osrolian. The blood seal inside this axe absorbs whatever element it comes into contact with. You can dip this axe into extreme elements, and it takes on the properties of that element. Catches fire, covered in frost, drips acid, etc.
So cool.
Its damage die increases by 1. Axe, great strength, plus D10 to D12. in parentheses D12.
Mm-hmm.
At
So
this
it's
point-
D10, and if you dip it into fire or
Plus the
Stop.
element's a D12.
yeah, then it goes up to a D12 because it's doing this extra damage.
Oh, whoa, rap.
AP2, parry -1, 2 hands.
Armor piercing, and then parry.
Mm-hmm.
That's rad.
Yes, I
This
like
is-
how we're both looking at the person who should probably have this.
This is metal as fuck. Ow. Sick. Oh, that's kind of sad though.
What?
That like this like super badass cool axe that was probably given to a warrior who was super also cool and badass died alone in this tomb where nobody came to collect their belongings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well, that
But
sounds
it's our now.
yeah, that sounds like their problem.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we
Bash
can
it.
return it
Yeah.
at some point.
We can use
if
it.
we ever run across them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just strategically avoid them for the most of our lives.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
And whatever befell them is not at all foreshadowing
are.
what's going to befall us.
Far in the north, and many of them were destroyed, were murdered by the demon invasion from the War of the Souls.
They dug too far and too deep.
They did. The Tel Sheen made a deal with some demons and opened up a portal
Like you do.
into the Dwarven Mountains so that they could tunnel behind the Badorians and get the upper hand.
The what Dorians?
The Badorians, they're like Scotsmen.
Backdoor tunnel, but Dorians.
Dorian.
Told you there was something. I told you there was
The
something to be said
Butt-Dorians.
about
Give me your,
going into the rear end.
give me back a Benny
Oh,
for calling people Butt-Dorians.
How dare you?
Oh,
I know.
new homebrew rule: if you make fun of the setting, you lose a penny.
Yes.
You make fun of my shit. Kill you.
I'm sorry.
The next thing that you see is a flamboyant man with a brand new pair of boots,
Oh.
waving his wand over it as music plays in the background, and he laughs as he does that, and then he puts them on, and you watch him dancing at these balls and all sorts of things, all around High Keep.
Fancy boots.
Boots of fancy footwork. While wearing these knee-high boots, you are light on your feet, your reactions quick, and your dance steps second to none. These magical boots take on whatever form the wearer fancies. Donning these boots gives you a +1 to your parry and increases your performance in dance skill by 1 die type.
Shoes?
That look like
I
whatever
think-
you want them to.
I think Juno should also get that.
Should I hand this?
+1
to you?
parry is pretty great.
For me,
For you.
I get the axe, you get the shoes.
Could
You
swap.
didn't want to go the other way around?
Do you want to swap?
Actually, I kind
I
of want.
feel like Juno in those shoes is like the dancing from Napoleon Dynamite. Like, I think that's the moves that she's got candy in my heels tonight, baby.
I kind of want to see Connie with the axe. To be honest,
Hell yeah.
That would
I
be
can't
better.
even lift the axe.
dragging it behind you.
Just like cool badass. Like
You take your hand and move it from the boots onto the dagger, at which point you see high above a city you recognize as somewhere in High Keep, a very stern-looking woman meticulously inscribes into the blade and into the handle these things, and as she puts it down, she says a magic word and goes like this, and the dagger lifts up and she goes like that, and it across the room right into the wall.
Whoa.
That's a con.
Nox's dancing dagger. This magical dagger of silver and bone reacts to your arcane call. A flick of the wrist will pull it from its sheath and fling it at your enemies. This dagger has a +1 to hit and damage. You can throw it using your spellcasting trait instead of your shooting skill.
Devlin should definitely get that.
Yeah. Melee strength +d6. Range spellcasting +d6 with a range of 12, 18, and 24.
Whoa. Dang.
Sick.
Oh, before I forget, shout out to my kid players, especially Madison, who just sent me a text about shoes. So, hi, Madison.
Hey.
Oh, shit. Sorry about all the language.
I'm not. I'll learn sometime.
Beep.
And I'm sure I'm not the first. Okay. Oh, one thing we forgot to do.
Oh, snap.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah, what's something someone else did during last week that they deserve Benny for?
I really liked the argument between Connie and Céline.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was like your parents fighting, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I think they both deserve it.
All right.
Benny's. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Madison didn't like that I called her out. So I definitely won't do that again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's Madison?
Oh, she's a really great player in my kids' game.
Oh really?
Yeah, she plays a total chaos monkey. It's amazing.
Oh,
She's the one who
outstanding.
decided to get through a guarded door. She was going to capture a seagull, feed it rice, have it explode to distract the guard, and then she did it.
Fantastic.
Okay. I kind of like her style. That's
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
but it's pretty chaotic.
Goldie is charged.
Oh my god.
What?
Looking at my notes.
I
for
know,
that
I'm looking at my
session.
notes for that session too.
Well, I can hop in.
Yeah, yeah.
There it is. Okay.
I want to toss. I want to just toss a big ol' thumbs up over to Vixie and just playing Céline with like such, like, just such commitment and like such daring and like just like refusing to put up with any shit. I just really dug it. I was really just enjoyed like the moment that she like. The spritzing the goblin and just how like it just set off on this whole thing. I was like, it was just such a like joy to like
Spritzing the goblin.
play that scene out with you. And I
Yes.
was like, oh my gosh, this is so dramatic. We're so
music.
saucy. So thank you. That was great.
Yes, you're welcome. It was fun to play.
Yeah, characterization has been great.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
really.
Devlin and salting the wounds. I was like, this is brilliant, but also with
Oh,
the
you salted it.
Yes, I was very insulted.
Oh.
I also think Juno should get one because of for flexing off the killer calamari, just going wah. Oh,
Benny down.
I see it. Sorry.
we don't find the Benny. It'll get found later.
Oh,
Sorry.
It's a whole movie.
A Benny for Celine? Did you?
I already gave her.
Already
Yeah,
gave
I
her
already
one?
have one.
I just wanna check.
Are you micromanaging? Are you
And then-
Benny-splaining?
Benny's
Let me
Just
explain
making
something
sure
for you.
that I'm not shirking my duties.
Juno having a plan was also great, and then Connie putting the goblins to sleep was clutch as
Yeah.
usual. Those AOE spells.
Like in
Yeah, I also did some research on those this week.
Oh no!
Not that they're a problem, and I was up late in bed because I couldn't sleep.
It sounds like you needed a slumber spell.
Yeah, I could have used one.
Or
Yeah,
a perfume of relaxation.
Yeah,
Whatever comes
so
first.
it says that a loud noise. The Savage Worlds, they don't write them very specific. So you got to go on Reddit and like talk with a bunch of people, or at least read what other people have said. I don't talk with people on Reddit, but
Mostly just typing.
I don't post. I don't post on Reddit. No. But yeah, a lot of people say that just a regular fight can be enough to wake somebody up from that. So
Oh.
do be aware. Oh, that's where that was.
I will say this: I had two more. One of them, I really loved that scene, but the end scene between Céline and Juno, where
Yeah.
they had that sort of conversation about femininity. And then I also really liked Devlin finally engaging in dialogue with the wolf. We
Yeah.
finally started
That was
seeing
fun.
some
Did I give you one
dialogue
yet?
with
Yeah,
the
I
wolf
Okay.
happening. So those are my special
Yeah.
my little moments.
It's a good call. It's a good moment. Yeah.
I also
Oh,
wanted-
now you don't want to come out?
Yeah.
Oh, it's too awkward.
I also wanted to toot Juno's horn for talking to the last two goblins and being like, "Hey now,
Yeah, his-
work with us."
You wanna?
His whole pitch, which like we're gonna turn the system on its ears, and these goblins are like, what?
Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
I like that you're not killing me, but I don't understand this whole like turn up the system and power to the workers.
We gotta unionize goblins.
Yeah,
That's
All right.
the game we just convinced
So,
the goblins.
goblin up the
Um,
means to production. Am I right?
Hey.
Is that the kind of game we're playing here?
I could just say goblin these nuts. You know, one or the other.
Oh God.
What did you say? Shit my dick off? Yeah.
Yep. Classic
Okay.
Darbyism.
Getting back on track. As you all kind of settle down, drinking your delicious coffee drinks,
Really, it's good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Really.
Connie
Thanks. Enjoy.
sits there
My
and
pleasure.
identifies everything. You don't see anything else of magic. It looks actually like they were going to dig further here and for some reason stopped.
Okay.
Someone else besides these people. Like
Correct.
it wasn't
like long ago
when
when
they
they
made
built
the
this
place,
place.
yeah.
Yeah, like there was maybe going to be another room over here and they just abandoned it.
okay.
Interesting.
Question. From what Devlin observes of the body and of the dwarf.
Oh yeah, he was on the
Yeah. Devlin, I don't know if you have any expertise in this, but did it seem like they might have been here at the same time, or these people arrived here at different times?
I mean,
or...
this body and the dwarf's body sort of look around the same. Maybe they were like a party or something. I mean, I didn't see all of the dwarf because his legs had been bitten off, consumed by the squids. But I'm assuming that they all kind of look the same. I could extrapolate.
Yes.
Imagine what the legs probably
You could
look
deduce.
like. Yeah.
Yes.
Wonder what happened to the rest of them.
Probably eaten by the squids, I would assume.
Sometimes
Probably.
you see parties of 2 people, mostly dead and lying in places. But sometimes
I certainly hope it doesn't portend for our fate.
there's more than 2 of us.
At least
now.
there's that.
So do we? I mean, I know the tavern tales and stuff, but do we know anything about anything like he lowers his voice? Vampires?
Yeah, what do we know about vampires?
Do we have any lore? Like, do we know anything at all?
Can I make
Well,
can I make a roll, perhaps?
Yes.
There's that happy
common knowledge.
there's that happy bar
Or
song where they
religion.
Just
or...
Connie?
I think all.
No, everybody gets to do common
Okay.
knowledge. Connie,
just
do you have
wanna make sure.
any sort of thing that might?
Faith?
Oh, this is common knowledge of smarts. So
Maybe?
that's going to be 6. And,
Say, arcane skill for the arcane background of miracles. No.
I have a cold.
Yeah, absolutely a cult.
Sick. It's not that high. It's literally the exact same roll as my
don't forget about your
other thing, but it's
Uh,
nice to pretend.
Celine got a 3.
A 3.
Oh,
Alright.
actually.
plus smarts plus a d6.
That
Hero, you get your wild die.
would be no, because it's in the
So
same
it's 3
category.
dice altogether?
Yeah, right. It's 3 dice altogether because it's the skill, the attribute, and then your wild die.
No.
No, the attribute is your wild die.
Yeah, the
Replaces your
attribute
wild
takes the place
Oh.
of the wild die, so you only should be rolling 2.
Doesn't matter. I rolled 2 on all of them. So it doesn't matter.
Well, what did you roll, Juno?
3. I can't
Oh,
read.
snap.
Well, Devlin, you mentioned some kind of bar song.
Yeah, in that one they sparkled and smelled like cupcakes, but it didn't really seem very accurate.
I mean, a 4.
Sparkle and smell like
Got a
cupcake.
4. Okay. That is
It
still
was
a-
about a vampire lady, and then she came to town, and it kind of got a little baudy from there.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I think I read that one, actually.
Was it? I thought it was a song, but I mean, maybe it's in a book too.
I mean, you
Could be a
can
book.
read lyrics.
I'm trying to remember. It was
Yeah,
late and I forgot who I was entertaining. They were that memorable. Could have been both.
Was it that one fella who he had the mustache? And I went like,
Oh, with the
Yeah.
yes, they make excellent handles actually. What?
nothing.
Some people get their jollies off in different ways, and it's my job to entertain them. How else would I make my tips? Heavens, Connie!
I'm not. I just was surprised at what you said. Is all.
I really wish I could say
You
I
know
wasn't.
what I do for work.
I know. I just wasn't expecting you to say they were handles.
Look, poor Devlin's going to die of embarrassment. We should stop talking.
No, I just wish I wasn't learning so much on this adventure.
It has been very educational.
Well, if you want to learn more, but that does cost money.
Okay.
What? I have to do business somewhere. I want to get back to my shoes.
Anyway.
But you have to do it right now.
No,
Okay.
Oh my god.
'Cause-
that's
Yeah.
why I said it would cost money. I know you don't have it.
Oh no! Last.
I mean, I have 300 gold pieces, but you probably don't need those.
Not now, anyway.
Well, education is paramount, so you should consider investing in learning.
Maybe once the whole wolf thing's taken care of.
Perhaps.
But maybe also not with someone who I'm adventuring with. That seems sort of,
You're right. A time and a place.
long term. It's like work relationships. You know how those don't work
Oh,
out.
yes.
My god, I'm getting a vision from the future about what vampires are. Golly.
It's happening.
Oh, thank God. I don't know if we can amp that out more.
I was just watching this go on because I was cracking up for the two of you, like, for education, though. For educational reasons.
Yeah.
Were you joining Devlin and I? Vambang.
You gotta know what's at stake.
So we're throwing Juno back to the squid. That's what we're doing.
All right. At this point, I kind of want to jump in with the squid.
So you know that vampires are. There's some conflicting ideas. Undead, probably. Quite often, they are mortals who've made some sort of pact with an evil spirit or like a devil. They don't like the sun. Operate at night, drain blood, are able to charm people. They can turn into a bat.
They all have strangely thick Romanian accents.
I want to drink your blood.
There it is.
They love counting.
Yeah.
Yes, they love,
Love
counting. I was
counting.
just
Can't
thinking
get
of
enough
this.
of
They
it.
also like math.
Yeah.
So are we
Fucking
talking
nerds.
about Nosferatu-style vampire or semi-decent looking, slightly undead?
Holy symbols.
Mm. Does the use of holy symbols require belief in the holy symbol for it to be effective? Or is it just the holy symbol itself?
That is something you've been wondering for a very long time.
This is probably why you don't see a lot of like atheist vampire hunters.
It's just the theory.
Well, hey, there's a lovely piece of holy symbolified gear just laying here. I'm just saying.
Is that jewelry?
Yeah.
Stake through the heart, you think defeats them?
Okay.
You do notice that the stakes that you've picked up appear to be like consecrated.
Ooh.
So like take from that what you will. And then also seeing that this knife is made of silver and bone, and the symbol of Aegon is also from silver, you're like, they don't like silver.
Yeah, you guys can hold on to those. I'm not gonna.
How much of
touch
this?
those.
How much of this dagger is silver? So
The blade.
just the blade.
The handle is made of bone.
Okay.
All
right.
And not human bone or anything.
All right. So Devlin, don't get stabbed with this.
Well, yeah, when he brought it over to you, he had like wrapped it up in like a cloth and was like, "Here, just take this. It's
Yeah.
here. This
just
is
like, all right. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna put that in a sheath here. Yeah. Just don't touch the blade.
Well, I wasn't gonna touch any of it really.
That's fair. That's completely and utterly fair.
There is also this chain shirt. I mean, I couldn't help but notice that you ladies were pretty vulnerable to those squids. I don't know if anyone can use armor, but
Céline like touches her like shattered her like broken corset and shit. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. We were fine, weren't we, Connie?
Just peachy.
Should we take the chain shirt? That's a good
One of
idea.
us should use it. I'm gonna be honest, it probably should be you because you're getting way up in their business more than I do.
It's the story of my life. Get up in there.
Only if they pay you.
It's
and
true.
I'll hand the scroll and I guess the potion to Connie.
I do think that you should probably keep at least one of these potions.
Well, I still have one. The potion of healing. I haven't used it yet.
Well,
And honestly, well,
but that's not all of them, right? There was one more.
there's two
Spider
potions of
climbing.
healing and one potion of spider climb.
Potion healing.
I feel like that might come in
Spider
handy for
climb.
Devlin.
How do we want to
Spider
divide
climb?
the holy
You
water?
don't know what I have to come up for.
Well, I mean, I was thinking, I don't know if I mean, I'm happy to take it, I guess.
Well, we're in
But-
discussion now, so suggest.
Oh, right now?
Yes.
Oh,
The floor is yours, Devlin.
okay.
What do you think, Devlin?
Well, I mean, if Connie uses it to get up out of the way of combat, she could then be raining down magic stuff on the foes without getting like hit. Like, I mean, you can dodge a whole bunch of stuff, and I've
That's
got
true.
armor, and Juno just flexes. But so, maybe tactically having, Connie be able to get up out of the way.
I
Well,
think
now you're thinking like you're a member of an army.
It comes back
It's
eventually.
impressive.
It is? Oh,
It's
thanks.
a compliment. Just take it.
Okay, okay.
Good grief,
I
Devlin.
just don't know what to where to put it. Oh, that was a...
Oh my god, awkward laughter.
Alrighty. So I'm taking.
Condescending, awkward laughter.
I mean, if anyone's used their potion of healing, they should replace it with one of the two ones we have.
No, I still haven't drunk.
I have a Connie,
drink
it's
mine.
fine.
I also haven't drunk mine.
I have you.
I mean, yes, but what if I can't get to you in time?
Well, and there are two of them.
Well, then I have
Celine.
the healing potion. That's the backup plan.
So none of us have used our healing potions, is what I'm hearing.
That's right.
All right, excellent.
I could swear one person used one after the
I thought somebody used it
after
too.
or
Did we?
during the
Did we?
Do we refer to the footage? Instant
the
replay.
fight on the carriages.
I thought that
Ooh.
too.
Because somebody also had to get rid of. I think it may have been you.
It might have been Juno.
Because it was.
Yeah, it might have been Juno.
There was a question on.
Because Juno took exhaustion. And
Yeah,
Juno
if
I think
it
it
clears
fell off
exhaustion,
the
and it
carriage.
does.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
So you
So
can take. Well, don't bother racing.
Oh,
You can
okay.
take another one.
We're getting another one. We have two.
Fine, I'll take it.
So then we have a spare.
It's good
Okay.
to stay hydrated.
Have you told us what you know about vampires?
yes, I think. Yeah, Connie would have told everyone what she knows about vampires. We got 6
You know,
steaks.
it's not a lot.
It's not a lot. It's the basic stuff. The holy water. They don't like it. They don't like silver. They don't like stakes driven through the heart, sunlight, that sort of thing.
Didn't we get a scroll of light? Perhaps that could come in very
Yeah, I
handy.
just
then.
gave it to Connie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
How is it like sunlight or is it like just a light from the scroll?
Sunlight.
Dope. All right.
And Celine, you're gonna take this cross thing.
Well, it's jewelry. How could I resist? And she like picks it
It's
up.
a,
I kind
The
of
sun.
I nudge it over with like my foot because I don't want to touch it because it's silver.
Is it silver?
Devlin, don't stress yourself out. She picks it up and like she ties it to her hip instead of like putting it like on
yeah.
her chest.
It's on. It's an emblem of the sun.
Okay.
With like rays sticking out of it and stuff. So it is kind of big, like a priest might wear. But so putting it on your belt is like
Yeah, that's pretty
perfect
much what she's doing.
accessorizing. You wouldn't want to put her on.
Of course,
Oh,
not.
no.
I'm more fashionable
It's
than that.
garish around
Yeah.
the neck, but on the belt.
She
You
holds
don't
up the
wanna-
symbol and looks at it. She's like, I'm really much more of a fan of Solidio myself, but this will do.
I'm right there with you. We have 6 steaks. There are 4 of us. I think each of us should take one. I'm in favor of giving the extra ones to, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 2. The extra ones to Devlin and
Juno.
Juno.
Sure.
Just because, I mean, when you transform, can you like hold on to stuff?
No, but I could drop it.
You drop
And
it and then pick it up.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm,
If,
but
if
that's-
Wolf
that's
if Wolf decides to do that.
Well, that's a bit of a risk, though, because Wolf is also Wolf, and Wolf might decide he wants to play fetch. We don't want that.
I mean, in the middle of battle, that seems unlikely. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's weird.
We could,
But
No, you are kind of weird. No,
There-
stop talking.
I think
Juno.
are you doing okay, Devlin?
Yeah, why?
Nope, no reason. But I think that maybe is a wise tactical idea. Maybe if we encounter this Reichman and you engage them and keep them in a position while I get to them with the stakes and
Well, there's
deliver.
something to be said for a good sneak attack as well.
Yes.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
but I
yes.
think we should each
Well-
have one.
yeah, I mean, maybe you should take 2 and Celine should take 2, and we'll each take 1 because I'm sort of I shoot from range anyway. And
That's fair.
Worst case, I can hand it off to you if you find yourself
Yeah.
in a precarious
Yeah.
situation.
Just throw it around. Yeah.
And Dylan, that's a great idea about the spider's climb scroll coming to Connie. But who's going to wear the chainmail?
Well,
Céline?
it's a bit heavy, so it might inhibit my movement. That's my only concern.
Well, with those fancy boots that might help you might find.
is it
That's
heavy?
right there, shoes.
I know.
Oh, she's so excited about like these boots, and she's like, "But that means I have to. Oh, my old ones." And she like looks at them; they're all muddy and disgusting. Well, do they give me anything? Do they give me like
Yeah, they
Plus
give
one
you.
parry,
yes +1 on parry? But how
and they can look any way you want them to.
ooh. Is there a strength requirement for the chainmail shirt? That would be my only concern, like above table.
I don't know. One
His-
moment, processing.
She's an agility fighter, and if she's wearing something super heavy, it might fuck her up when she's doing
One
her
moment,
thing. That's
checking.
my only concern. So
Let us put on our spectacles.
rules check.
Armor.
Thinking about.
Chain.
We got the scroll light. We got the.
It's not a shirt.
They're evil, so all the holy stuff is gonna.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
radiant
sure.
damage is gonna
Are these stakes
D8.
silvered?
It's a D8 strength.
They're not
be. It's a
silver.
D8 strength.
Okay.
They are.
She's consecrated.
She's a D6. She
Yeah,
wouldn't be
doesn't
able
matter.
to.
Yes, they are made from
What do you-
ash and
I'm wearing a
like,
scale shirt.
celestial
Oh, you're probably
runes
right
in
that.
them.
What a scale shirt.
Yeah, it's the same. Metal
Seven.
scale is changed. It's the same.
Yeah.
I wish. Do we have tools and materials to take it apart?
The
Maybe.
chainmail?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Strategically place it. If an arrow hits you in the wrong place, could block a lethal blow.
I mean,
Oh, yes, I've heard of this. A crop top. Yes.
She looks at Juno. You
That's-
know what? Close enough. Yes.
I'm like, that's not how armor works.
I'm not a bit much of a cobbler myself, so
I mean, I don't know that we have time to really.
Do that. Yes.
Yeah.
It was just a thought
Yeah,
that crossed
no,
my
it's,
mind.
all ideas are good ideas.
Connie, I had a question about are you sure you want me to have this axe?
I think out of all of us, you're probably the only person who can actually pick it up and use it.
She's got a point.
It's incredible.
It's also cool and badass, and I think that you're cool and badass. And while I think ideally, if we ever find a descendant of that their queen, it might be nice to return it. But until then,
Somebody should hold it.
Yeah,
Someone should
somebody
keep
should
it
hold
safe.
it. It'd be such a shame if such a beautiful axe didn't get used.
It's true.
And
it's a
honestly,
waste of a
none of the
weapon.
rest of us can lift it. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Again.
Feels like it feels like it was destined for us to discover this item. I will revere this moment, and I will absolutely protect this axe. And Connie, based on what you were able to deduce about this axe, if I dipped it in holy water, would it take on the qualities of the holy water?
it did say adverse
Elements.
conditions. Holy water is just.
Actually, what does
What
it
if
say?
we boil the
It says,
I think it's only elemental.
it said like hazardous.
Just whatever
there.
Into
element.
extreme
Yeah.
elements, and it takes on
I think
the
it's hard to
properties of
call
element.
water extreme.
So yeah, I don't. It would have to be.
Extreme water. Extreme thirst quencher.
And I think Céline, like while they're having this conversation, is taking her boots off and like replacing them with the new boots. And like she puts the other boots away. Nobody knows where they go. They're like they're somewhere. They're somewhere. And then like she puts the boots on and they transform into another pair of red bottoms. And you can see her cute little stockings and stuff.
You're like,
Yeah, she goes, I love this so much.
It's why
She's
we
like-
all adventure.
Exactly. To find new shoes. She like literally sticks, like she's sitting down for this. She sticks her foot up in the air in your face, Connie, and is like, look how lovely, Connie. Aren't they just delightful?
Yeah, I do
and
love
it echoes through this chamber.
So there's still the 2 vials of holy water, and right, and
Yes.
that's the last of it, I think.
I
Maybe Céline and Juno,
Celine.
because
What?
like throwing and
What am I
sneaky.
doing? What?
With this, we have the 2 vials of holy water.
Well, you also got great aim, is the thing, Devlin.
Well, but if I had the option of shooting them with my rifle or throwing holy water, I mean,
Devlin, hear me out. What if we dipped our bullets in the holy water?
they'd be wet.
But they'd also.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that works or not. I'm not a.
There's only one way to find out. We won't have to use it all. We won't have to use all of the holy water. We just dip one bullet in it and shoot. And if it doesn't work,
We probably have
well,
to do it like right before we reloaded in order for it to work. I would guess. Or pour it into the.
Isn't your answer to reloading to have more guns?
Well, it's I have to reload at some point.
I mean, we could reload now.
I mean, I don't know
Would
anything
it
about.
last?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
says
true.
what happens if the water dries. Then it's just like holy residue.
What about arrows? She like
Oh,
holds up
arrows.
her
That, yeah, maybe that would
How
maybe
long does
wetter.
the element-
So then,
I can try shooting with my arrows.
Yeah.
Then.
Celine, what if you took one of these vials and tied it to your arrow?
It'd have to shatter, I think. The water would have to be delivered to the subject.
Yes, but I think the impact of the arrow with the vial tied to the arrow would shatter on impact.
these are pretty clunky glass.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
It's
think
a-
like medieval glassworks, they're not.
It's a good
some
thought,
medieval
but I
glass
wouldn't-
is very thin.
Yeah.
It's a good thought, but I've found that the best way to administer poison is directly, which is
Hmm.
why you dip your arrows in poison, hence the holy water.
Yeah.
What does it take to make holy water?
Priest.
Yeah, it's a little more than just doing a little cross.
Dominate.
Yeah. You
Dominate
actually have to
Patriarchy.
spend time consecrating it, essentially.
And how easy is it to become ordained a priest? Just like online?
So it's mail order.
Universal Life Church actually has a kiosk in this dead end.
We just go down
That's
there.
what the dead guy was
Hang out.
crawling toward.
Exactly. Like, I need to be a cleric real fast. Didn't
Please
quite make it.
ordain me.
It means I can use a healing spell.
Oh gosh.
Because witches are not even close to that.
They're
You have to be
not
like a
that,
cleric
no.
or paladin or something.
They're not that kind of caster.
However,
Mhm.
do a common knowledge
Common knowledge.
roll, because this is your common knowledge being a witch.
Both of them exploded.
Ooh.
Whoop, whoop.
Ooh.
Get this bread.
10.
10. That's a raise. So yeah, you know that holy water on weapons doesn't, you'd need oil, like holy oil for that. And water is generally either, sprayed on at close range or chucked in the vial.
I mean, some witches venerate Baba Yaga, but I don't think you really want her like blessing your water. It could go really badly.
I mean, she
Hard
could
to
bless
say.
your water.
That's the thing with Baba Yaga.
Depends how
You kind
she's
of
feeling.
how she's feeling that day.
It's a monkey's paw. She's feeling
And,
benevolent.
well, somebody who's dodging their responsibility is probably not high on her list of favorites right now.
Mhm.
You and
Yet
I
they
have so
say-
much in common.
I know.
Yet they sent you a champion.
They did. They did send me personally
You
a
personally.
champion.
You're so revered.
Uh-huh.
So special.
The holy water on our weapons will not work.
Oh.
It needs to be oil. Because oil
Oh.
will stay
Yeah,
longer.
that makes sense, I guess.
So spray and pray it with the holy water, or
Spray it, you mean?
throw it.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes, dear
oh
Nicholas.
shit!
Dear Nicholas, I was just thinking of him. He's going to be so upset.
You do have an air sterilizer.
I do. I have perfumes.
And I don't know about that, but you have that squirty thing.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
I never want to hear any of you say that I'm not prepared ever again. Thank you.
Except for tires.
God damn it.
I didn't say you weren't prepared. I just said you just weren't ready
My
for it.
shoes were more important than a stupid tire. Anyway, so yes, if we need something, then yes, I will use it. But do I have a spare one?
Or you have to sacrifice one.
I
Mhm.
absolutely refuse to sacrifice one.
So just put some in your mouth and
But hear me out. But I have an idea.
Yes.
She pops the cork off the vial of holy water and essentially switches tops. So the vial now has the squirty thing, and the
Oh,
perfume is
okay.
now capped.
does that
so
fit?
that's what she's trying to do. We don't know if it does.
We could probably,
Would that damage the holy water at all?
because you're diluting it with something.
Well, she'd have to clean it first, but I.
It's okay. There's a little lake right here.
That would clean it.
Just swish it around.
Hell
and there, it'd be fine.
Here, let me throw a rock. I'll show you.
Well, to be fair, if it has the right stuff in it, it could knock them all out. So
It's true. Put them all to sleep.
Except
Yep.
it didn't, because Connie did her sleep spell and it didn't affect them at all.
Yeah, that's right.
oh, that's
But
true.
we're not sure if that's because they're immune to sleeping or if it's just because they all rolled exceptionally well.
Interesting.
Well,
Well, none of us has an artificer,
so you
so
have
if this
you
doesn't
have the
work, I haven't.
you have one. I mean, maybe
You might be able
Juno-
to do it with your weird science skill.
Did I learn something from Nicholas with his freaking weird science? Anyway,
He passed off a lot of things to us.
Did you spend points on it?
hold on. I have to. That's one of the skills that I don't have on my list because it would have screwed up my PDF. Thanks, Royalty US. Let me see.
maybe Juno, you should have the other one, because I was remembering, like, when you grapple the giant,
Yeah.
like if you had the holy water and you were grappling the vampire, you could just sort of
Well,
sort
Juno
his
should
mouth
hold
or
it though.
something.
Yeah,
That's.
I agree.
I
So
mean,
one
I'm
for
not
Juno.
I'm not saying you should grapple a vampire, but if it comes up,
Skills.
Well, imagine with these stakes. You
But
have
were
to
that
get...
to happen?
Mhm.
Quite frankly, I have a very long list of things I'd like to grapple, and vampires just got added to the top.
Oh, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. There were so many jokes and none of them were appropriate.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course. Stay that way, Juno.
Yeah.
I should put.
I think all of this like tactical conversation has gotten Juno very, very excited about the venturing that is about to commence. I think Juno is going to test out if she can hold both the chop and the axe in her hands, each of which are two-handed weapons. Just to see.
Make a strength check.
Oh
You
Lord.
could only swing a half a time.
Half the distance. Yeah, I'll do a strength check.
I'm gonna get out of the way.
With these guns.
There it is.
Also gonna get out of the way.
Yep. Both like go down the corridor.
Press up against the wall.
Come on, 2 ones. As you drop one of them into the water.
Wait, does a strength check get a wild die? Or
Yeah.
just strength? Okay, hell yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
5s all across the board.
5. You pull out the chop and the dwarven axe, and you go. Oh, that's super heavy.
I can hold them up. So now we know that I can hold them up.
But can
Good.
you do anything with them, Juno? Like that?
Well, I can carry them. That's good. I can carry both of them.
That's at least there's that. I don't have any in weird science. I don't have anything in
I
weird
thought
science.
maybe you didn't. But yeah, it would basically be you'd have to like tinker the top from one onto the other. Because one of them is basically a test tube with cork in it, and the other one has like a little screw top thing. Yeah,
All right. Well, perhaps
you
maybe
might be able to like hold it down and do it, but
we might be getting too fancy with the spices here. I'm just going
Sort of
to
throw it on.
I'm just going
Yeah.
to throw it at
Yeah.
you. I mean, you could also can we spike wine with it? Can we do something like that and poison them?
They don't.
I don't really think they drink wine.
I think they just drink blood.
Oh well, I mean, you could put it in a wine glass. Who cares? Just as long as it gets delivered, right?
I suppose
You bleed out a
sure.
little bit.
I mean, anything's
for, You know,
possible
take
that
one
could
for
happen.
the team.
I'm a little worried about the potency of the holy water being diluted by adding anything to it. To be honest,
Probably why
None
you
of
can't
us-
drink it.
yeah, none
You're
of
the
us-
witch. Of
Yes.
course. I was just trying to think of a solution to our problem,
I
but
concur.
yes, Nicholas was always better at these kind of nonsense. So
Is I worry. I imagine that we're probably gearing up for a fight.
yes,
Not
that's
much
true.
talking. We'll see.
So-
I don't know. Maybe
Well,
we can convince the
We
vampire
have
to stop.
we have a sort of plan. I mean, I could attempt to seduce the vampire, but I think they have the market cornered on charm. Don't you think? Might work in reverse.
Well,
Might be lonely. Who knows?
There's not a lot of. I mean,
Mr.
Plus, you've
Lonely.
got those new fancy boots. I mean,
That's true.
I'm only basing this on stories and from the taverns, but it doesn't seem like a lot of them involve like somebody seducing a vampire. It's always sort of the other way around,
That's true. That's true.
and usually ends with that person dying.
Listen,
Right,
you can
I
flip
don't
the
want to
trope.
die.
Yeah.
Flip the
I-
trope.
Sure.
I
this could be your
mean-
greatest conquest.
Let's figure out how we want to get out of here. Do we want to
Yes.
try and
Let's
hop all the
focus on
way
the real
back
issues.
across, or do we want to try and go
We can go over the dam.
over the dam because the
I mean-
dam should run parallel to the caves? We might
No,
have.
I think it's like this corridor went into here, and if maybe the dam leads toward the other section.
Anything
Yeah.
that avoids those awful things in the lake seems like a good idea to me.
Well, we have to
we still have to hop over
at
quite
least
a bit
at
of
least
the.
two,
Yeah.
and onto the dam.
and onto the. Well, yeah, I would have to hop onto one, jump onto another one, then jump from that one onto the dam.
4. Because I think ideally it's one. That the
can
minimum
go to
number of jumps.
this
1, 2,
one.
3, 4.
And then this one, and then dam.
Oh, I see. Yes, 1, 2, 3. And someone
So
want,
3 jumps.
someone want to throw a rock over the dam real quick. Or once we get there, we should throw a rock over the dam to make sure that they're not waiting
over there.
Right.
You can see it's so most of the water is being held in, and a little bit of it is going over the edge and draining out. So it's not deep enough probably for these guys.
Probably.
I still have my goblin hand. She whips out her goblin hand and like holds it out to
And
you,
it's
Connie,
perfect place for
waves
Gollum,
it at you.
but-
So. Yes.
Find a magic ring that turns you invisible, but you keep getting watched by some creepy old guy.
Well,
I'm just
Bites
saying,
your finger off.
just to be safe, Celine, should we toss that goblin hand?
We might.
well,
we might
I
need
have
that
it, so I
tomorrow.
might as well. If something happens, I can toss it as bait, or at least fingers.
'Cause we
and
do have to
things.
jump. We do have to jump a couple times. Maybe we should hold on to the what goblin we have left.
That's true. How many pieces do we have left?
I have one.
I don't have one because I
You
threw mine.
used it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
here,
threw my
Connie, and
goblin.
she cuts off a couple fingers and hands them to you.
Oh, lovely finger food.
Do you need
Mhm. Yes.
I now I'm thinking about it. When the sarcophagus collapsed underneath my weight, I was carrying 2 goblins.
Mm-hmm.
So and I tossed one.
goblin.
So there's still a whole goblin.
You still got a whole goblin.
I'm all set up. I'm all goblined up. Yep.
Should we leave the goblin body here? Chop some pieces and leave most of it behind here?
Sounds smart. They slap the goblin down. Just start whacking him.
Hey, new axe.
Oh,
Great for chopping.
incidentally, this axe, one other striking feature about it, and this is true of most of, well, some of the best dwarven weapons, is they're made of blood steel, which
Oh.
is basically they're steel ore, but there are these like
Veins?
veins of
Like
this
Damascus.
kind of, yeah, but it's in the actual ore.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's steel, but it is this like blood red, and the dwarves like to like incorporate that into their design. So it's almost like Damascus axe,
Ooh.
but like all the different patterns are.
red?
As you're
Yes.
cutting, Céline takes a step back and goes, "Oh, watch the shoes.
Oh, sorry.
Don't want to splash that far.
Apologies. And I kind
I
of
thought
pull
you
back.
like red on the bottom of your shoes.
They're already red. They don't need to be any redder."
Now, did you all need to rest for?
Did we? I was.
I thought I was under the impression that we were arrested.
Yeah, that we
Is
like
that
took
not
a
the
little break.
case?
No.
No, I think we had identified because I think
Oh.
resting involves like us making checks and things.
All right,
Well,
yeah.
this is happening during our break. We're taking a
We
big
should-
break.
we
This
should
is
take a break.
the ramp up to rest.
Yes, this was the ramp up. We're
Pre-rest.
building up.
Yes, we should
Yeah.
take a break. Remember,
Especially you.
yes. If I rest a little bit, I get all my power points back.
Right. You.
Oh no, it's
for
5
every
for every
half hour you get 5 power points.
shit. Okay,
How many are you down?
I'm down to 16.
From
25.
Oh, and Juno had a level of exhaustion, didn't she?
I did fatigue.
yeah, how did that?
Yeah.
How did we get rid of that?
How do you
Potions.
get rid of that? I believe it's just a few hours rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fatigue
So
is
we,
pretty-
so we
So,
can.
yeah, we could
mean, if-
technically rest here.
The goblins aren't going to come after us here,
Well, they'd have to risk
and
getting
and
eaten.
we'd see them because they're inevitably going to be hopping over things.
What we could do is get out of line of sight in this little
Yeah, around the
chamber
corner
here,
Mhm.
and at least then, if we can hear them, it's this place as echoey. As long as we're quiet and we can hear them, we'll have advance notice that they're on the way. So that's something.
My only worry is that the ones who do, I mean, like Uzgok and Tickle Bits, what? Bag
I don't think that was his name.
No, his name was Pickle Tits, not Tickle Tits.
Bag and Ugzaws. I'm not entirely sure that they're gonna stay loyal.
Well, we did put them to sleep and then tie them up and gag them.
Oh, no,
so.
we did. But if the other goblins wonder, golly, where did all the goblins and that hobgoblin fella go to? And they come down there, then they see that they all died and that the people
Honestly,
killed them.
I'm much more worried about the vampires going to come visiting while we're sleeping.
That I
Well,
concur.
Hmm.
That's what watches are for, to be fair. And we're all equipped with anti-vampire equipment now, aren't we?
I wonder if we should just use the extra potion to get Juno up to shape, and then take like 30-minute quick little siesta,
Sure.
and then boogie on. Cause like
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you think that's best, I think that's fine. As long as you get what you need and Juno gets what they need, then
You've already been hanging out about a half hour of resting.
Nice.
so I'm back to 21. So I'm in pretty good shape.
Okay.
Here,
drink this. Drink your thing.
Okay. Just chug it.
All right. All wounds gone, all exhaustion gone.
Oh, the electrolytes.
Yeah.
It's the
What
electrolytes.
plant's
That's
great?
all you needed.
so I think then I don't know. Do we want to rest another little while? I'm almost up to full gallop power.
I'm fine if you're fine. You know, if you
I've-
think we should go, maybe.
I'm all right.
The longer we wait, the more chance of the vampire.
Exactly.
I agree.
Well,
Yeah.
the longer that we'll get caught by someone, vampire or not. There's still goblins here too.
And them shooting at us while we're trying to hopscotch over to the dam, probably not best.
No.
And I realize we're also kind of on a time crunch because those prisoners are.
Indeed.
Oh, that's true. We forgot about the actual prisoners.
All right. Shall we?
All right.
All right.
Yes. And then, who wants to hold the light? Am I holding the light again?
I'll hold it.
And she takes, she hops, starts the hopping.
All right.
Dun, dun.
Make sure to throw a finger over the dam. We just want to. I know it's not likely that the Grindelows are over
Well,
the dam.
Let me
But I
get.
want to be damn
I've got-
sure.
Let me get
I've
over
got
there
my
first.
hand.
So I guess I'll jump.
Okay, so you
All right.
go. So you
Yeah.
go first.
Yeah, I'll jump because that way, whatever happens, will happen to me.
Yes.
Might as well jump.
Ability and athletics, right? Okay.
Already exploded. I just dropped it.
Yeah, I'll spend one of these right off the bat.
Golly, seems so good.
There's a 5 at the first one.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
pretty
so
easy.
I jump onto this. Sarcophagi right there. And,
Yeah.
okay, that was a little. I'm okay. I'm trying to get here.
Yeah, your feet kind of.
Oh, that exploded.
Woo!
Yay!
19.
Dang.
19.
And I think on this next jump, we zoom into Devlin's head, and you can hear Wolf go, "Oh, jump like this, Devlin." Yeah, okay, fine, I'll jump like that. I'll do it now. I'm doing it now. And then he jumps. Okay, yeah, that worked better. Jump with legs. No, I wasn't jumping with my legs.
How else would I jump?
Your top legs.
No.
And that's a
Sometimes
6.
it feels like Devlin's a
6.
different person.
All right.
So I'm going to jump onto the dam
Yeah.
and then look.
All right. As you land on the dam, you feel it start to move.
That ain't great.
This is just rubble that has kind of built up here. You managed to stop.
Is it stopping?
Yeah.
I look back at everyone and go,
oh, well, that's
and I'm not even talking. And I'm going to
And you
carefully
see a
turn
couple
around.
swirls.
I'm going to jump back.
All right.
That's extra not good.
Okay.
Not
That
great. Not
exploded
great.
as well. That would be a 17.
17. Woo! Devlin's like, yeah, fuck this. Bloop.
So yeah, I'm gonna jump back to this one, and then I'm gonna wait and look and make sure the ripples stop.
Yeah, you can see that they appear to be moving over toward the dam area.
And I'll go. I have a really terrible idea.
Okay.
Oh dear.
What if I come back to where you are, and then we have Juno throw something really heavy at the dam and break it? All the water will flow that way.
You mean empty it out, drain it?
Yeah, I mean we don't know where this. When I was up there, could I see where that was going?
Into darkness.
It's going into darkness. But if it's away from here, it'll take the squid things with it.
Oh, and we're not gonna try and go down that path anymore. We're gonna
Well,
just
if
try.
it was moving with me, if Juno jumps on it, it's just gonna let go. Unless, do I think it's possible
Wait, so
for somebody to jump over the dam onto the dry spot behind it?
is there a dry spot?
There's not a
behind it?
dry spot behind it. There's a small river behind it. But
Were there banks or something?
it's just a hole that the
Water's dug.
water has dug. Yeah. So
I think even if we could get
But
over it
it's-
without it falling, how are we gonna climb back? Let's say it doesn't go anywhere.
I have to say, Devlin has been so confident recently,
I don't want to die down there.
and his
That's
ideas.
the first time he said that.
Isn't that so inspiring? His ideas have been great all day. I like this idea.
Well, that's wonderful, but the fact of the matter remains: how are we getting out of here?
Devlin looks at you. I look at you, and I kind of look at Connie, who I can already tell knows the answer. And when Connie doesn't say anything, Devlin goes. I go. We're gonna have to, jump. And he does the bunny fingers.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
We're
We're
gonna
gonna have to go
jump.
through the goblins, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. Well,
Well, are there any big rocks around?
Well, there's those pieces of the.
there's the pieces of the thing that you smashed in, but you're gonna have to commit.
Commit.
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think we should just jump.
Juno, let's just try to make a way across. Devlin did the thing with the rocks the first time and it ended in me covered in salt. I don't want a repeat of that, please.
All right.
Throw the spellcaster at it.
Let's spell it.
Oh,
That won't work, but you could.
but that's more things for these motherfuckers to eat.
Well, just everybody make their jump, and we won't have to worry about it.
Well, there's no way out that way anyway. That spellcaster's all dead in that corner.
Yeah, and there's nothing magical.
It's not like
about-
there's a trap door, secret door. Or
It doesn't look
door.
very tasty, to be honest.
Can we do one last look around in this dead end before, just to make
I'll
sure?
go
Doing that
with
now?
You. I'll go with
I'm
you.
already over
I
here.
did a magical one earlier.
Make a notice.
Devlin,
you.
just wait right there for us for a moment, all right?
Yeah, just hang out.
Sure,
We'll be right back.
I'll just
Juno,
stand.
make sure he doesn't get eaten by anything.
I'll just stand here in the middle of this squid-infested lake.
Devlin, don't worry. Connie's very perceptive. We're really good at noticing things.
So,
Yeah, that's what
do
I'm
I roll
afraid of.
anything to help Connie?
If you want
I've
to
gone
also
with her.
look, you
Yeah,
can,
I've
you can
gone
just
with her. So just
look.
roll.
Instead, it's not really helping her, but you'll
Okay.
Nothing to
So
see here,
make your separate
squids.
roll.
Is that a notice roll?
Mm-hmm.
6.
Notice, it's a d6. And then smart. It's what? Smarts?
Wouldn't
Another
have killed you to
D6.
look for this before I started jumping.
Yeah. What about said yes, Devlin?
Oh, double threes. So I know nothing about nothing.
Six.
Yeah, you're both looking around. Céline, you're just kind of like, oh, these shoes are so comfortable, and they look great. And I've got my
So I'm like,
There's
I'm
the
like
bottom
semi
line
paying
again.
attention, like enjoying how the shoes feel as I break them in, but like not really
oh yeah,
helping.
no, they're like so broken in. They're more comfortable than all of your
Shoes
other
are
shoes.
amazing.
Yeah, because they're kind of like sculpted to your foot.
Mm.
And you also notice that Celine's barely paying attention, but
I'm trying. I'm helping.
yeah, you do a thorough investigation,
The
and you
intent
can
is
see
there.
that there's like scrape marks, and it looks like somebody was like trying to tunnel through here. Like they had even started some, for lack of a better term, beds for some more remains, and then stopped.
Nothing back here, so let's keep hopping. Hop to it.
Very well.
Connie, Céline, I'll go last just in case if for any reason we need to distract the squids away from anything that might happen. I'll be here and I'll could draw them to myself.
No, don't
Just in case.
don't put yourself in danger unnecessarily, Juno.
No, I'm not gonna go splashing around. Just saying, just in case.
All right. Well,
I'll go next.
yes,
Right.
after you, Connie.
I'm putting this
Oh, you
on
have the
top
light,
of the
don't
one
you?
tomb that was.
Yeah, don't go down the middle. Says
Smash
Devlin.
Juno.
It's the middle one's not good.
Oh, I see that. I see.
All right, I'll keep jumping.
I'll
All right.
follow after Devlin.
That's
And then
a
I'll go
6.
after Connie.
So if someone can just jump down the other side there.
Well, I mean, because we both need the light.
Oh yeah, I have to wait here for the light.
I do not need the light, so I can actually take that
yeah, here you go.
that secondary route. Oh, I didn't roll it yet. but Thank you.
That's a 9.
That's an explosion for Céline.
Woo!
That's a double explosion for Céline.
It's very dark
Oh,
up there
yeah.
on the way.
So that's 8, 8, 6. So 16 plus 6 is 24. Am I right? So
Wait,
fucked it up.
Yes.
Math.
18
All right.
plus 6,
Motherfucker.
24.
Okay. Yeah. So
Dang.
that's
She's got
So
them.
that's-
She's got them
Céline
boots
makes
with
her
the
first
fur,
jump.
and they're making her.
it's another explosion for the second jump.
Woo-woo!
It's a 9 for the second jump.
Nice.
Hopping along.
Oh, God bless.
Which is good because when you hit the top of that one,
Yeah.
it splits,
Oh, and she's like,
and you're like kind of holding on both sides.
she's like delicately balancing.
Yeah.
She's like,
ooh.
and she looks back
'Cause
at
you,
Juno.
and now you can tell that this has been eaten away by the flow of the water.
Yeah, Juno looks back at
She
you.
looks back at Juno. She says, don't come this way. It's going to be too much. Connie, how solid are those casks? Are those over there? Connie, Devlin?
Those are fine.
These are solid?
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Follow Connie and Devlin.
Very good.
So as you make this jump, Céline, Devlin calls out to you, "Watch out for the dwarf!"
And that's really funny because she rolled a 6 and a 1. So, but I can re-roll that also because I have after that.
The 6
So-
is fine.
A 6 is fine? Okay, then I make
Yeah.
it. So
Is it
si-
just a 4
so-
needed to succeed?
Yeah, you only need 4.
Yeah, okay, cool. So it's a
And then there's the
so
dwarf.
Céline makes it and she just like stops in front of the dwarf like and it's almost like a ballerina as like whoop. So, and she's like, "Oh, hello there."
But it's gonna tip.
Like
Yeah, it kind of starts
she's like
just the movement a little bit. It
She-
starts to fall into the water.
she literally like what the body or
The body.
Okay, the body. She literally does not stay there long. She just immediately hops off
All right.
before it falls off.
Oh dear.
And she's like so heavy-handed and That's a 7.
A 7. Yeah. So as it starts to dip, you dip,
Yeah.
and you fling yourself
And you hear Devlin go, no.
and onto the next one.
Yes.
As the thing comes in, and there's just like that, and you can see on the other sarcophagus things flying over the top of it.
Juno just shouts encouragement. Hold steady. You're all doing very good.
Wait, so there's
not
stuff
where
flying
you
over
are.
the top of it on the not where I am?
Yeah, on
Okay.
where the dwarf was, where you just
okay.
jumped from.
But they're not close enough to do anything to her.
There's things, jumping
Okay.
over that sarcophagus, but not the one you're on.
She
Because the one we were doing before was like-
she calls to Devlin. It's just bait. Just bait. Think of it that way.
They attacked us from like 10 feet before, so
I'm moving.
Uh-oh. Connie spends another penny.
That's another 7 for Céline.
Nice.
Ooh, dang.
Céline is like in
You
her element.
really like these new boots.
Yeah, these boots are great. It's all in the
Céline-
shoes, baby.
Céline can't stop, and she won't stop.
Absolutely not.
Don't stop.
These
Don't
shoes.
stop.
Stop.
Don't
She's
stop.
like,
Stop.
I think she's almost half racing Devlin at this point. Like,
And I make it.
yeah. Ooh, we're gonna re-roll that. And I'm spending a penny. That last jump, man. All right.
It's a
Devlin,
doozy.
Devlin's like,
Swapping dice.
win.
I'll miss her.
Shut up, Devlin.
7.
Oh, that's an explosion for Céline.
Oh, nice.
That's a 10 for her.
There's part of me that really wanted double ones, but I guess a 10's fine.
I'll give you double ones. Here you go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Connie's spinning the bennies.
Keep rolling 2s
Like
and
the
3s.
third one?
Yeah, that is my third Benny that I used on this.
Ooh.
All right, 5.
Okay.
All right, that'll do it.
And one more.
You kind of like take a couple of like, no, that's not right. That's not right. And then
Yeah.
you
I can do
and you
this. I can do
hear
this.
like this sound underneath you as you kind of hit the top, just like the hollow inside there, and you can see that there's a little bit of stirring in the water.
Finger throw. Okay, and then while they're distracted, I'm gonna go for that last jump. I'm like, Devlin,
Explode. Explode.
I might need you to catch me.
Come on. I got you.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Oh, good.
Ooh,
Explode, explode, explode.
To a 13.
Woo.
it's like Princess Buttercup and Fezzik.
Goes over my
Falls
head,
down
like,
and
lands,
boom.
perfect hero landing. Like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I appreciate the assist, Devlin.
all right.
Great job.
All right,
Thank you.
Juno.
Okay,
Juno, it's all you. What were you waiting for?
Oh, well, I just have to say, I'm just very curious. And now that we're in safety, I'm gonna go back for that corpse and lug it at the dam
Oh, good heavens.
to try and
All
drain
right.
this.
Just want to let you know we're all counting on you.
I grab the corpse. Juno grabs the corpse of this spellcaster and kind of like aims them, kind of like a shot put. Do a kind of a, that thing with in the Olympics where they kind of make a circle as they run around to get some momentum, and a shot put
Very
them out
light.
there.
This may have been an elf.
Woo! Is this a shooting?
Hollow boned.
Is this a shooting roll or just athletics or what?
Weirdly, there's no
I'm gonna
body.
say
I can
athletics.
feel.
Right.
Athletics. Okay, what am I?
Attached to your strength.
What am I trying to hit?
In order to take this thing down,
Yeah.
we'll roll the hit first. Let's see if you get a 4.
Okay. Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to say you have a
Exploding
-2,
dice.
so it's a 6.
Okay.
Whoop,
That's
whoop.
gonna be a 16 to hit.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
So it's
Yeah.
got we got a little raise there. A
So
smidge of a raise.
Smidge.
I'm going to say, what's your strength?
It's 10.
10. All right. I'm going to say a D4,
Mm-hmm.
a D8, because it's a light person.
D4 is
And-
corpse damage.
Yeah. And then another D6, I guess.
For the raise.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Then we're just gonna add all that up.
You got it.
Let's go.
10.
10. All right. You kind of huck it
Yep.
at the at the thing, and it flies through. Like one of its arms, like just falls off one of its legs, and it goes. It kind of like starts turning to dust in the middle of the thing, and goes and hits the top, and its skull shatters, and it sits there, and you're like,
Oh,
and then
that looks so much uglier than I expected.
a couple of the bricks fall off. But it's not enough to actually take it out completely. But a little bit of the water goes a little bit faster.
So it is definitely draining that way.
A little bit, but like it's instead of 4 feet high, it's now 4 feet 10 inches.
Okay, my curiosity's satisfied. I'm coming over.
In several months, and we might see a change.
That's right. Okay, here we go. And June is going to make her first hop.
Which one are you going for?
You were already warned not to
Like,
take
yeah,
the route
take
Céline
the
took.
top
Take the route you're supposed to. You were advised to take the route that Connie and Devlin.
The
took.
northern
Oh, thank
route.
you, Connie. Yes, I'll take the northern route. All right, gonna take the north hop. It's gonna be an 8.
All right.
Alrighty. I square up with the next one. Okay.
Boom. And you kind of feel this one like shake a little bit as you hit it.
As a hitter. Oh man.
And you
All right, I'm
stop yourself
almost there,
from going
everyone.
I
over.
think we're each jump. We're all three of us are going.
Yes, like I think like Céline just has her hand to her chest, like
Connie's like not even looking, just
That
like
one's like chewing a nail. Like,
yeah, like
I know. I'm
Tell me
trying
what
to be
it's
careful. I've been told a lot that I've got a lot of power in my bottom.
I believe in you, Juno.
light on your feet,
Your power
Juno.
bottom?
Hop to the next one. Light as a feather, stiff as a power bottom. Here we go.
Hey, let's go.
go bottom power.
Ooh, that power bottom blew up, baby.
Oh.
That's cocked.
That's what a good power bottom does.
12 on that power bottom roll.
Nice.
This is why it's Happy Jacks after dark.
All right, and once more into the power bottom, my friends.
6.
6.
Damn.
One more.
Let's not bottom out now.
Boom. And you also
We all-
hear that boom.
we all
And
move
as
back.
As you hit down on this one, you feel some of it start to crumble and break under your feet. And also the like boom of this like underwater hollow sarcophagus. And you can see that there's a little bit of stirring in the water around you.
Okay, good. Juno catches her breath.
Connie's like, or sorry, Céline is
Here I
like,
come.
Juno, make this. It's bad form to finish early.
You've got it, Céline. Oh, hell yeah, that blew up.
Woo! It's needed encouragement.
All
That's
right, I like kind of do a front jump, and as I do, I like do kind of a forward somersault where I launch my body. My body goes backwards, but it flies forward.
Right into the water.
And with a 12,
Just head first.
Oh God.
Yeah.
with a 12, I
And,
land on the floor.
Boom, you make it
bank.
to the far side.
Are
Very
the,
graceful,
are the,
Juno.
Thank you.
Benny's all around.
All right.
Basically,
they had to eat Sir Robin's minstrels.
All of us
Yeah.
panicking.
Are the important question?
Recoup some of those bennies I spent.
Are
Wonderful
the
doing business
goblin bodies or the live ones
These are-
gone?
they are.
But are the bodies gone too?
No.
Are they looted?
A little bit.
Like, did they take their nice
Yeah.
swords and shit?
Yeah. So,
They didn't have any of those.
so really, it looks like the other goblins they must have shown up and like released our prisoners, and they took some of the stuff from the body, so they know we're here.
Great, lovely,
Huh.
wonderful. That's exactly what we need.
Can Connie hear anything down the hall?
Make a notice roll.
We weren't exactly very quiet on our
Why are you
jumping
noticing
back.
things?
We need to notice things
thought
before
we-
they notice us.
I thought we talked about you not noticing anything anymore.
And would I know that goblins have infravision the way orcs do? Do goblins? Yeah. But I feel like that far away they wouldn't be able to see us. They certainly would have heard other discussions on the other
turns.
bank. What's that?
And also like the
No, if we were
curve
speaking-
in the corridor.
Yeah.
Well, if we were speaking loudly, they would have heard us. So,
Well,
like,
we
the
were
shriek
yelling.
about
We were
the
yelling to
shoes-
each other across the lake.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
they would have heard. But yeah,
6. You stop. You listen. And all you can really hear is kind of that sound of water from behind you, and a little bit of whoop, whoop, and a little bit of like just you know how it is when it's so quiet it almost feels like there's sound bouncing off the walls.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't
Negative
like
sound.
that. Don't like that.
Well, let's just be ready for anything, and I think we need to sort of take it to them.
Tally ho.
To
Céline has her gun at the ready, she just has it just in case.
Yeah.
Very well.
Let's
Well,
go.
So you're gonna sneak back into the main hall.
Yeah.
no way
All
to
right.
go but forward.
Who's in front?
Oh yeah.
Everyone points at Juno.
All right, Juno. As you're moving through, there's one little area where there's like a little bit of a bottleneck,
Yeah.
and you're kind of moving through there. And when you came through here before, you were like really, really sneaking, and now you're kind of like out in front, skulking, and your foot hits the plate,
Oh,
Shit.
and above you, this oil just all over you, and then you hear this.
Juno, move!
As you like look up, you can see this torch comes down like this, but it's not lit.
Oh.
Can I, with a bolt, knock the torch away?
Sure.
But it's also flammable.
But the bolt magic is not fire.
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, but you
Well,
just said the torch isn't lit?
No, but something's sparking trying to light it, right?
Something sparked, trying to light it, and failed.
Oh, it failed.
Oh, okay. And we are able to track
Oh,
all
they
of
must
that?
have. They
Are you
must
gonna
have.
still hit it anyway, just in case?
Just in case. Is it still clicking?
No.
No? Then.
They must have set these up after we went through. So thinking
Gotcha.
we're coming back. We should keep an eye out for other traps.
Now that I've been soaked in oil and properly lubed up, and I
Yes.
squeeze my way through the tight...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Um,
I look down at the plate that I pressed down, and I look back at her and go, ugh, my dang power bottom. I'm so sorry, everybody. And I squeeze my way out.
Alright, keep an eye out for traps.
Aren't you really flammable now?
I smell myself.
Yeah, this
Uh,
oil is like super goopy,
Yeah.
and like it's really old. This is a very old trap.
So this is set long before. We just happened to miss it
Mhm.
the first time.
Okay, so he doesn't. So it definitely doesn't look like the orc, the goblin just said.
No,
No.
this
Oh.
looks like it was set long ago, but it takes a certain amount of weight
Oh, okay.
to so the goblins haven't been setting it off.
Well, Devlin, in my experience, I'm pretty sure I'm still very flammable, but this does not seem to be a recent
Oh, okay. Well, good. I mean,
Thing.
just avoid fire, then I guess.
You'll have to take that. You'll have to rinse that off at some point because it
I know
could be
where
used
there's
against you. Not that lake.
a very exfoliating experience.
Maybe we
in
can
that
find
way.
some water elsewhere in here somewhere.
Maybe coat
Dwarves
your
have to
axe
drink
with
something.
it.
That's not bad. I start just kind of rubbing the blade along my arms, trying to scrape stuff off to get it onto the axe,
I have
to get it covered in the goop.
I have soap, but you'll need water to that anyway.
Look, everybody, I do bathe. I'm familiar with the bathing concept.
I understand that. I'm just
No, I'm not-
offering you soap as
Thank
a
you.
kindness.
Maybe we should keep our voices down because the goblins already know we're here, and yeah.
I will bathe. I promise.
So
Very good.
I'm gonna
A single
sneak
dosage.
up to the doorway in the center and try to like listen down that way, kind of peer around the corner, see if I see anybody.
all right, yeah, you come back into the grand hallway where there are all of these frescoes of from the First Orc War, some 500 years ago. Devlin goes to the center thing and make a notice roll.
Oh, so Devlin's allowed to notice things, but I'm not.
If
Yeah.
you notice things go wrong.
Yes.
No.
It smarts for notice. Is that?
Yes.
Sure.
I got a 4.
You got a 4. You're listening. You hear movement
Like close or like down, like echoey down the way.
way down there.
I don't see anybody right here, but there's definitely still some goblins down there.
Well, perhaps we should stick to the walls or something just so that we don't get seen. Just be a little stealthier, perhaps.
Yeah. Right, you gonna lead us in there?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I think we just surprise them and
I'm gonna.
get them.
Hopefully we can't. If there's a lot of them, we'll just have to We'll have to get in and out as quickly as possible.
I'm gonna shimmy in there as stealthily as possible. May I give you a stealth roll?
In the middle.
Yes. May I give you a stealth roll?
Yes, please do.
Do we all need to give you stealth rolls?
if you're all going down there, then yes.
Yep.
Yep. D6. Is that agility?
Yes.
It is. Ooh, that exploded.
That's
Not
good.
exploded. 9.
I'm gonna spin a penny, sir. Okay, sorry.
Roll 1 and a 5.
Just want to get it really
That's a
high.
5 for Céline. Yes.
5 as well. I also rolled a 1 and a 5.
Okay.
9.
Twinsies.
Okay, now I have to spin a penny. I was just trying to show off before, but no, I went and fucked myself.
4 is a success.
Yes, 5. I'm at 5 now.
All right.
But I just wasn't sure if it's the kind of thing where it's like somebody's like really waiting there to notice us, you know?
Yeah.
5 is better than
True.
a 4.
It's true.
Yeah, you start heading down here, and you can see that the walls there are these like multiple levels with these columns coming up, where there's just wrapped up remains of old soldiers, and you can see like sculptures of like the people in armor, holding a sword at their chest, very, kind of Knights Templar looking, as you come down. And how are you lighting the way?
You still have the red light
We
in
have
the.
the red light, and
in
then
the-
Céline can see in the dark, so it doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
for her.
I think as if down the hallway we are going, as soon as there is light ahead of us, Connie would drop the light from the lantern.
Okay, you're not seeing any yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes down about a good 20 feet or so, and there's a T intersection, and this keeps going and then curves to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Just listen. Like make some notice rolls. Try to see. Yeah. I kind of like let's listen.
Yeah, Connie's gonna try and listen as well.
Let's do it.
Listening and
Ready?
Colorado.
notice.
Listen away, everybody.
My ears fell off. Double ones.
Oh,
Double 5s for Céline.
6.
Oh, I'm extremely observant on this one. 16.
Nice.
Nice.
Devlin, your ears.
Somebody help me pick them up.
Ma, what
Tape,
what
duct
what
tape,
no
hot
ears
glue.
you have?
What?
Like
You
What?
You ain't got no ears.
Yeah. What do we notice with our amazing?
Ears.
Nothing.
I like to imagine. You know how like dogs will do that really adorable thing where they like put their little ears back. I wonder if Devlin's taken on a few canine abilities and is able to just fold
Yes,
his
yes,
Well,
ears.
like expressive move, like
Expressive ears.
expressive ears.
Ears.
No.
Not yet. Okay, so
If I got a human, that would be really disturbing.
that would be when you really think about it, it would be less adorable. John, what do you think with a 16 notice?
One moment, please. Great.
This is my way downtown.
Making my way.
oh, all right, back to the
New map.
map.
Oh,
Ooh, new map, new map,
okay.
new map, new map.
It's all dark.
Mappy.
Nope, there we are.
Nope,
Way
we're
down.
at the bottom.
Way down.
Yeah.
We're at the bottom of the world.
Oh, and there's that's a little intersection, eh? All right.
Mhm. So directly behind you, and I just kind of threw you guys in there. If you want to move
That's
your
pretty much
positions
where we are.
around, feel free.
That's good.
But yeah, so right in front of you is this T intersection, and ahead of you, you definitely hear goblin talk
Okay.
Oh, hate
and
that.
some belches and everything.
I guess I mean I don't think I could notice anything with my double ones, but maybe this is just I don't know if this counts as a new round of noticing. But does the ground to the either side show any kind of recent passage, like wear from like footsteps, dust disturbed, that whole
Yeah, I mean you were listening before, but
Yeah, I'm gonna
You didn't notice anything with your ears because you were looking around with your eyes. We'll just say that part.
Yeah.
And you don't have to roll for this. Yes, there's a lot of goblin footprints around here, a little bit of goblin shit. Like, it looks like somebody has, like, taken a sword and smashed up some of these bodies and broken things and desecrated part of,
But it's like if
this
the,
thing.
I was thinking like if the vampire's down one of these. Oh, sorry, that was out of character. Like if the vampire's down one of these corridors, maybe the goblins wouldn't go there a lot, and so maybe that way would show less.
So whichever one's quietest is what you're saying?
I mean,
Alternatively,
by that argument, the Valkyrie one is the way to go. But they seem to say that or what's his face, bum bugger, whatever his name was,
Ogzaz and Bagbag.
Back.
seem to say that or imply that the vampire was past the goblins
So we have to get through them to get to the vampire.
or around if one of these corridors goes around.
Well, should we just take a peek around one of these corridors then?
Can
I
you,
think peeking and getting eyeline might be a good
Sneak down
solution.
one, sneak down the other, and then come back. Maybe.
Yeah.
so Juno's very, very, very impressive observant notice roll. Can Juno tell what the goblins are talking about? Can I make out like what they're actually conversing about? And B, can I make out how many goblins? Is it a dozen?
I mean, you did get a 9, so that is a success and a raise.
I got a 16 actually. On that.
Oh, you got a 16,
Yeah.
which is a success and a raise and a raise and a raise. Yeah, it's... I mean, you're around a couple of corners. It's a little hard to tell, but you can tell just by the way this goblin is talking, by the tone in his voice, that he's trying to gather people together to go try to probably, like, go after you guys.
Oh, well,
Gotcha.
that's fine.
Okay.
Lovely.
Oh,
So-
We're
And then-
finally.
And then based on what Devlin was suggesting, is there a path down one of these hallways that appears to have less foot traffic?
The main foot traffic is just going straight ahead and around the little L corner.
I like Celine's idea that we can sneak around and look, sort of peek around each side. I think like if I can, like inside Devlin's head, there's an ongoing conversation where it's like Wolf goes, Devlin let Wolf out, Wolf sneaky. Wolf step like wind, you can't see, won't hear Wolf. Wolf sneak up on foes. And Devlin's like, no, look, Wolf, it's very narrow. You're very large. You're not gonna fit. Wolf fits. No, you're not gonna fit. Wolf can be small. No, you can't be small. So that's the conversation we're currently having.
That's been.
Love it.
I mean, if they do try and come after us, they all leave, and we're just hiding around a corner.
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Just keep pile.
Well, if you have enough to perhaps put them to sleep, that might. Well, if they come at us, that is, not now,
Yeah.
obviously, but
Why don't you and Juno take a peek around these corners? Because Devlin and I can't see without the light, and I don't want to alert
Yeah.
nobody.
Juno, can you also see in the dark?
I can make out heat, so I'll be
Oh,
able
I
to
see.
see them.
And,
Yes.
and she can make popcorn with her eyes.
What's
Pretty
popcorn?
It's a pretty neat party trick.
Oh, that's microwave, not infravision. Sorry, that's
Goodness.
something else.
Well, let's hurry up and get this done so we can try to find the best route away.
Connie and I will
noticed
stay here.
Mhm.
Keep watch on the
I
middle.
thought you were going down the other tunnel.
No, you and
Is that not
you
the
and
case?
Juno are gonna go down
Oh,
because you can see in the dark and we can't.
And we
So
know
we're
that
going
the
in different-
goblins are down
so
that
we're
one.
going in different directions then.
Yes.
Yeah, just to the edge and look around and come
I
back.
see. I see. I just didn't quite understand what we meant. That's fine. So so Céline is going to see if she can like peer around the corner there. I think we're going to do the right hand corner to see if she can.
Okay.
She's just going to sneak up to it and like kind of, from here to here and like peek around the corner and see if she notices anything.
This one?
Yeah, that one, but not that far. She's like behind here, like this square
Oh, I
in front
see.
of Juno. Yeah.
And then Juno's gonna go to the left.
Yeah.
Let's see. Notice rolls. I think that's going to be a couple of these 6s. These were double 5s. So. All right. Notice is 6.
All right, you turn around the corner, you can see this is just kind of a dead end.
Okay. Great.
No, I think we meant like down the corridor.
Oh, like go
Look around,
down.
Yeah.
All right, then Celine will go down
I
that
think
corridor.
because
Make
before
stealth roll.
Yeah, stealth roll. Okay.
Well,
She's doing. I don't have my boots of stealth. So I'm
Connie, we should stand stealthy.
6. And then what was the?
You think about your boots of stealth, and these change it to like moccasin soled.
She's like trat, and then she goes, oh, I love these.
Don't think about your belt boots though. Ching ching ching.
Oh my god, just absolutely. She doesn't wear those.
Clonk,
Those are
clonk,
tacky.
clonk, clonk.
Oh no, not my clogs. No.
No, both of those are tacky. She'd never think of this. All right. Ooh, I'm gonna spend a penny. Actually, no, I get to reroll stealth, right?
Yeah,
Because I have the
think
boots
so,
of
'cause
stealth.
you're-
Yeah, my boots of stealth. If they changed into it, are we
Well,
counting?
no. They're not
Okay,
actually
they
your
just
boots
look
of
like
stealth. They
So
just
then
look like
I'm
them.
gonna spend a penny. They just look like them. So
Mhm.
she's.
They just don't have hard soles on the bottom, so you
Okay.
can sneak around easier.
A 5 is a success.
I'm gonna go with a 5.
All
I'm gonna
right.
stick with that because I was like, I have a bad feeling if I keep pressing it. All right.
Yeah, you go down to the corner and you look around and you
She
can
like
see
huddles next to the cloak in the dark. Like she's
Yeah.
got her black cloak up.
kind of peek around the
Mm-hmm.
corner, and it's just more tombs and another corridor,
Okay. And she.
and you can all kind of hear like some commotion coming from wherever the goblins are, and it's.
Does this
pretty
corridor look
quiet
like it
here.
goes on, or like can I see anything?
Can you see it on the map?
Yes, I can
You can
see
see
it.
it.
Like I can see that it goes on. I just didn't know if it was a dead end or not. If there's any way to tell whether or
that
not it was
looks.
a dead end.
It looks like it goes down, and then there's like a T, another cross, maybe about 15 feet from you, and then
Okay.
and then it ends at another cross.
Okay, so she makes a little noise like psst. And
And
then
this part's
motions-
probably all watching,
And
like,
motion.
Yeah.
I guess we'll
To come.
go.
and I'll follow suit in stealth mode as
Do we
much
need
as
to
I
reroll
can.
stealth as well?
Yeah, everybody makes stealth rolls.
This is fun.
That's bad. Here's a Benny to reroll that.
Both exploded. That would be a 12.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
4.
Ba-bam.
Four will
Hey.
do.
Get it, Connie.
Ooh,
14.
Hell yeah.
that was a lot of
Whoa.
rolls.
That's 2 explosions on a d6 and a 2.
Yes.
Giggity. All right.
Yeah, the group of you go down. Those of you who are a little less stealthy, the people who are more stealthy help out. It's a group roll.
Yay.
Should we go up that way?
Yes. She like motions towards. She like says she.
Okay, yeah.
She's being very quiet. She's like nodding, and she like points towards where this way, and she like makes a motion of like this becomes a T. Like she's explaining that this becomes a T, and then she says it goes straight, and then it becomes another T.
Okay.
Which that's as far as she can see right now.
All right. Cool. So then Juno's going to push forward past that T intersection into the further north.
So Juno's gonna go back to the front of the group.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I presume at the branches, we're going to keep
Mhm.
having you two peek around the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
I
So-
think not to lose anyone though, because the other two cannot see in the dark.
Yeah.
Céline grabs onto Juno's wrist and then grabs onto Connie's wrist and looks at Connie to grab Devlin.
Well, we have
Oh,
Right?
You have the
Or
light.
we
no,
have a
we have
lantern.
light.
But
Okay.
I'm more
I
saying
thought we didn't have the lantern anymore.
because
I'm sorry.
we have the T intersections like
Mhm.
and I mean efficiency might say that we have you all divide again to go peek
Yes.
down those.
The
yeah,
answer was
separately.
yes. I just thought you guys couldn't see.
Oh no, we got the
So-
lantern.
this one looks
Okay.
like to the left looks like another dead end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I see?
Yeah.
Can I see? Yeah, we can see that
It's
that's a dead
definitely
end.
dead end.
Do we
Okay.
hear anything like any
Yes,
hostiles?
you can hear also ahead of you now, like as you moved away,
Mhm.
the sound of goblins and also something else.
Oh,
Some
great.
other
Don't like that.
Something else.
deeper voices.
Don't like that.
Mhm.
Goblinoid?
Yeah. You
Okay.
can't hear their words, but you can tell by the song of their language.
Oh.
That's my favorite one.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a great song. That these are some sort of goblin.
Maybe you should look down that right hand way. See if you can see.
All right, I'm gonna take a peek. Do a little notice.
Connie, have your spells ready. I
Here you
don't
go.
like the sound of
Oh,
any-
always.
That's what you see.
Okay.
Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so Juno, you
connect
kind of go and peek around and look, and you can see to your right is another dead end.
Okay.
Can I
After
peek
a little
around?
while, and to your left, like you're basically like
Oh.
right next to a column.
Can I
Yeah.
peek
Goes around,
around to
so
the
it
left?
feeds to the T intersection that everyone else is headed toward.
And are the voices and the sounds coming from the west or north of the map?
West.
West of the map.
West and up.
Yes.
Mm.
So maybe
Okay. We keep moving, huh?
we can either go up. This is where the goblins are coming from down here. Kind of, we make a left and then make a quick right. That's
Yeah,
good.
I think I want to scooch over a little bit further to the west north of this map to take a look up, down, whatever,
That way.
down this hallway to see if I can spot any.
Can I take
Gobbers.
the other side to see if
Sure.
if there's anything in that direction?
Great. Okay.
Hmm.
Um.
Do I have to roll a notice roll?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Because the smell is fucking awful. It is
Oh.
the smell of death. And it is coming from down this corridor.
Okay. Celine immediately goes into is gagging but silently she manages to catch herself before she makes an audible noise just
Oh, I thought Céline
had
had
to do
really
that a
good
lot.
gag
Yeah.
reflex.
Pretend she's not gagging. I'm pretty
right
sure
right
she's,
she's done she's said to do, this one is just it's a reflex because of the smell of death. There are other things you can fake, but if you smell like death, that's a hard one. And not in the fun way. Anyway, so you're welcome.
Very technical.
Oh yeah,
I tried.
I don't think you saw what happened over here.
Oh, I
that
missed
was
it.
a
I'll see it
whole
in the
thing.
replay.
Wait,
But
no,
also,
yeah,
Yeah.
save it for the replay.
Yeah, thank you.
You come back and tell us all.
What?
Are you coming back? Are you coming back over to where we are?
Oh yes. No, I tell no one anything and just leave.
I've seen it happen.
No, she's definitely gonna come back and tell
Well,
them.
that might be the way to go.
Yes.
I mean, vampires, dead things. I mean,
Well, I
hand in
mean,
hand.
just hold your breath. I'm
Juno,
Yes.
when you're looking down this corridor that you're looking down, you can see that
Uh-huh.
there is a slight glow to the left at the T intersection up front.
So slight glow northwest. So we're moving
Over
along.
here.
Okay.
Let's.
I let Connie know that there's a little bit of light. Oh, there's a little bit of light up front.
That might be where the goblins are
That might be as well.
partying.
Yeah,
Should
you,
we
you
take
can
the death
kind of
path?
from just hearing and looking, you can tell that that's pretty.
Should
that's
we
what they
take
are.
the death path
Let's
then?
take the.
Death
Well,
path.
I'd like us really to call it something else, but sure, let's go that way.
It smells like she very daintily
Pulls out
reaches into her leggings and whips out this handkerchief and puts it over her nose so she doesn't have to smell any of this.
If the death path feels a little too discouraging, why don't we call it rotten flesh path?
Even
Oh,
better.
that's sure.
Celine's already
Sure,
walking.
that's awesome.
It's just- you can name it whatever you want. We got to go through it.
All right. Not
You're going- are you-
listening to
are
you.
Are you going first?
Yeah, she's gonna take a step in
Alright.
first. I think actually because she was there before Juno, so I don't think she thinks about it. I think she just kind of goes in.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Hate all of that.
So you come around the corner, and what you see is bones of creatures, of people. Some of them still have stuff on them, and they are all rotting. And it's as if the bone pile is kind of moving.
I think that Celine's so horrified
with
by this.
rats.
Since she's in the lead, she comes to a
rats.
hard enough stop that whoever's behind her is gonna walk into her.
Oh, that's Juno. So you're going to be
Yeah.
propelled into the bone.
So she gets pushed forward by Juno, and she's just
oh, sorry.
she falls forward a little bit, but not into anything. Just stumbles forward and then looks up at this space.
Yeah, and it's just a pile, probably 6 feet
Oh, God.
tall. Of,
You're done.
just bones and
The lake.
there's definitely some feces and stuff also in here.
What is this?
Oh, God.
Well, they said that the Reichman guy was eating people, right? I mean, maybe. Ugh.
At a quick
And-
gallop, are there any fresher bodies in there? Like,
Dwarf waddle aliens.
Quantillions.
Quantillion.
Make a percent or notice roll.
Why is it always Connie?
Duampuadalinos.
That's right.
2. I think Connie is just like
2.
overwhelmed
Yeah, you're
by
like-
the smell. Just like,
From behind Connie, like, because Devlin's like behind you, you hear, "What do you mean you're hungry? That's disgusting."
oh, God. Like, Connie is just trying not to retch.
I think
She's got a strong sense of smell, and this is not doing wonders for her.
Céline hands her handkerchief, which is like scented.
With the sleep
Oh
spray.
yeah.
Yeah, not with the
Commander.
sleep. Yeah,
Yeah.
Commander knocks Connie out. No, and she's like, oh, this is terrible.
I
We
take,
just found a
I-
giant
I-
trash can.
I take it back. We shouldn't go this way. This way's terrible.
I vote we kill a bunch of goblins.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Let's do that.
Well, let's see if there's a way past first. And she I think she kind of walks forward and see if there's any way out of this room, or if it's just like a chamber that's been built into the space.
There's a hatch. There's a doorway to the. Oh, with
she's,
a bunch of goblins.
she's sticking to the wall too. She's still trying to be stealthy. She's not trying to like announce her fucking presence or anything.
That's bad.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is horrific.
So you kind of peek around the corner. I know your icon is totally around the corner,
Yes,
but
yes.
this is what you see when you peek.
Mhm.
This bone room, yeah, it just looks like a room
Mhm.
all by itself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you move up a little bit, you can see to the left that there are goblins. Make a there's like a fire pit in the middle.
Mhm.
Make a notice roll.
A notice roll. Explode. Explode. Explode.
Explode.
Nope. It's I got a 4.
4.
That guy's going.
Yeah,
to
you can hear
That's good.
the goblins like and
So-
something like
And I'm sorry, I forgot my brain latched onto something. You said the bone pile looked like it was moving. Is
Correct.
that correct?
And you heard Devlin went, "Oh God, rats."
Okay, so we think that the pile is the moving pile is rats right now.
Yeah, rat infested.
Is it right?
You don't know that. Devlin just said that.
make a
Notice roll. Oh God.
I don't know why y'all stressing.
Because you're rolling.
Because you've exploded your die? How about that's why we're stressing, Connie? Twice?
Look, in there.
Oh, Jesus.
16. 23.
23.
You see
Elder bone collector.
You see
Very
23 rats.
dangerous.
23 rats.
You look into the bone pile and you can just see like rats, and the really gross thing is they're like in a feeding frenzy to the point where they're like killing and eating each other,
Nope.
and they all start to turn and look at Céline as she's around that corner. That's when they charge.
Wow.
Oh.
And she literally was like, she has no idea this is happening yet. And she looks to you and goes, there's goblins back there.
Like, Connie is just pulling Céline, like sees Céline looking at Connie. Connie's like, all right, now, we're gonna just walk away slow.
Just focus on me. She's like, all right. What?
That's
She's like, what's
that's really
going on?
good.
Oh, that's
All right.
gross.
Oh, I hate all of
We
that.
got a queen!
Oh,
We're Connie!
And battle, everybody.
Yeah.
Nice.
well, you know how this song goes.
10
Okay, moving on up
8.
a little. Okay.
and a jack for the rats.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know how this song and dance is gonna go. Nap time, people.
Nap time, rat time.
Well, I guess now we'll figure out if they work on swarms or not.
Yeah. I
I also do have that sweet sweep attack, which would be kind of perfect to just helicopter through all of
you
them.
do.
Yes.
We will be fighting a battle on 2 fronts, though.
Pretty
That's
quick.
true.
If we're
Yeah.
not-
Yeah, because because we have guns and things, the goblins are on the other end of that door.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think the minute that the rats come out, the goblins are going to notice
Yeah.
us.
Oh,
Just in
fuck.
case you want to save the PowerPoints.
Ooh. I had a dumb idea.
Oh wait,
the dumb idea.
what is it?
Someone leads the rats
Like
to
a
the
Pied
goblin.
Piper?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Guess who's in front and
Happy
has the
to do
boots
that.
and fucking fancy footwork?
So you're going to run
Ooh.
into the middle of all the goblins and hope that the rats decide to attack them instead of you.
mean,
I mean, they're on a feeding frenzy. They.
Wow. As
Holding up
Angie,
a conviction.
tempts
have a-
Vixie with a conviction.
All right. I think that's what Céline might actually do.
Sweet.
Okay.
So-
So whatever rats don't get put to sleep right now,
Mhm.
you're gonna run them.
Into the goblins.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Medium. Do they fit inside a medium blast template?
One moment, please.
All right.
One moment.
I mean, I think so.
Oh, that's...
Large, maybe.
We's just a bunch of rats. We's just trying to say hello.
We're just a bunch of rats.
With the
Oh,
We's just a little bit
they're just
hungry.
oh my god, they're the Jets.
Because we're rats.
When you're a rat, you're a rat,
that's
you're a
all
rat all the way. Anyway.
From your first ratin day to your last repete.
Oh my god.
Super close.
That's so good.
So good.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room full of rats.
This is
Rats
the-
make me crazy.
I was crazy
Crazy?
once.
This is the second time I've had to deal with rats. I had to deal with this in 13th age, and now I have to deal with it here. So,
Yikes.
Rats. Why did it have to be rats?
We're the rats. We pray at night. We stalk at night. We're the rats. That is a legitimate song.
no, that's very funny though.
Song? Yes, I don't know about legitimate.
It was a meme for the youth culture.
That must have been on the talk ticks.
Okay.
Gives me a plus 2.
So it's Connie's turn.
Mhm.
Or did I have questions coming at me?
I asked if they fit inside a medium blessed.
Oh
template.
yeah, they will, because as
They're right next to each other.
as they're basically two units,
Mhm.
they're both hit by it.
17. Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll my spell casting to see if I just get a raise and they go to sleepy clean. 5, not a raise. Right, they have to roll to see if they stay awake.
Here,
Yep.
Rats.
No. No!
Fuck, I'm running. I better get ready to run.
That's
Shit,
turkey
shit,
rats.
shit.
22 and a 21.
Yeah. All right, Céline, I don't mean to panic you, but there are a mighty fine bunch look of rats behind you.
No.
Bunch of fucking rats.
It's fine. There's a bunch of fucking rats behind you. Now,
Luckily,
they're feeding on themselves and everything. So I
Rabid. They're rabid rats.
you know what helps us though is the fact that there's this giant door right there. See, it's an orange door. I just put it in there, and it's totally gonna block the goblins. That'll help.
Yeah.
It's not going to help Céline get to
No.
the goblins, though.
No,
true.
I have to. The point was to run into there. But thank you for the door. In any case, all right, it's fine. Breathe.
And the door's gone.
Who saw?
All right. I think
Anything else, Connie, or is that?
I
No.
think you gotta run the
Rats are
rats.
the same.
Or do
It's alphabetical, so it's
It's reverse alphabetical,
Right.
so
So-
Céline goes first.
Yes.
I think you gotta run the rats to the goblins because they are fucking ferocious and hungry, and hopefully you'll lead them to the goblins, and then they'll start chowing down.
Right. I've got this. I've got
Maybe
this.
we're right behind
This-
And
you.
you see
This-
them like swarming right
All
at
right.
you.
She, as like in the millisecond before they start swarming to Céline, she just tits up and then dips towards sprints towards the goblins, and she just puts on her best damsel in distress shriek. The boots of fancy footwork give me a plus to my performance.
Performance
So
dance.
performance, he's running a dance. Can running
dance
be a
battle,
dance?
dude.
Dance revolution right now.
Not really, but what is your movement?
What is her movement? She pace is 6.
Nice.
All right, so 6 gets you to the door. And then where did you want to
I
go
thought
from
the
there?
door was closed.
She is literally trying to get into that room full of goblins, but like she purposely like is
Right, but
putting on this damsel.
You're going to go
distress
in there.
idea.
There is an exit to the...
South.
Wait.
There's one exit to the south and one exit to the northwest.
Okay,
See those?
I see
So
them.
I assume that she's going to like basically run through one of those.
she is gonna run towards the exit with not bugbears. If she sees those bugbears, she's like,
Yeah, now
nope,
you see
not
the
the big
bugbears.
guys. No thanks. And she is going to dip towards that exit.
All right, so let's see here. What skill are you going to use to lure these rats with you? Performance?
Cooking, ratatouille, you know.
Actually, do you still have
Or-
the goblin hand?
I still have the
Persuasion?
goblin hand. I can run with waving it behind me.
So persuasion.
Persuasion or
We're gonna go with
performance, both of
persuasion.
those. All right, let's
Follow
see.
me, you fucking rats!
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's. She doesn't say that. She'll be like, "Hey, darlings, come here. It's dinner time." And like
Literally,
oh,
it looks like a wave of rats.
You know, Connie's just like
She's
pressed
like,
against the wall.
absolutely terrified, and she's just like, "Oh." But let's see. So persuasion is a 6, and then that's smarts.
Persuasion? Yes.
Yes.
Spirit.
Or
Spirit, still 6. Okay, great. I'm trying to figure out if she gets anything to that because I feel like she had a thing for her persuasion.
Do you have a conviction that you want to throw onto this?
I could throw my conviction onto this. All right, hold on. I just want to make sure I don't have it from
How does it
something else.
mechanically, because I'm not familiar with the system as much, with pace, is it that you can only do that many, or can you do like more paces?
You can do up to your pace in movement,
Right.
and then you can choose to run. Kind of
Oh,
like
basically,
dashing.
yes, basically do another, instead of shooting, you can just pace again.
Yes,
Okay.
and you
Okay,
can't
no.
do anything else on a
After
a
that.
turn that you run.
Gotcha.
This
And
is
like-
just one die type.
And like traditionally, you then roll.
Now,
Dance.
Throw
don't
a
you have
run
an
die.
edge that gives you extra movement too?
I have the acrobat edge, which allows me to re-roll athletics.
No, the cunning action.
Oh, the cunning action, yes. But the cunning
I
action.
can't remember how we.
Once per turn, you
Spy
can take a
somewhere.
limited free action to take the run action. To leave combat without triggering a free attack from one of your adjacent foes, or to make
So
a stealth
3
roll to hide.
So 3
So-
paces.
Yeah, so basically you can run twice.
Okay, so I definitely think she's gonna run
Oh.
and keep running. She's shrieking the entire time.
Move, run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Double
she's so she's
Triple.
double dashing. She's shrieking, running the entire time. She's got her hands up in the air, like
18 square.
literally hoping to catch these
Like
people
she
by
just
surprise.
don't care.
Like, and I think she's doing this, she hears her mother's voice in her head, and she's like, if you're going to do anything, you better go in 100%, and always remember the key thing. Never ever never ever let them think they're walking into a fair fight.
Now you would say something like, "When next time you're being chased by a wave of rats, remember."
No, it's definitely not that.
Oddly
Scream and
specific.
run.
Yeah, scream and run. So she is running in
Just
like a
what will
cartoony
happen.
fashion. She doesn't get anything to her persuasion, so hopefully this goblin hand thing works. That's a 6. It exploded.
Yes.
6 and a 5 and 11 for this persuasion roll.
Okay, and your conviction die you add to your highest.
Yes.
So your total is a what?
13
13.
to persuade these rats to roll along
Nice.
with me.
Okay. Let's
2
see
races?
here.
You're about, you can get to about here, the bottom doorway with your, and have 3 squares left
Okay.
if you want.
Well, the bottom door takes me past a bugbear, so I'm trying not to do that.
But also it will loop you back to us.
Right. Here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have them roll because you come out of nowhere and they're ready to go kill you, but
Right.
they're not expecting you to come running through the room.
Shrieking.
Yes.
Don't forget the
So,
shrieking bit.
shrieking. I'm running in and they're like, what the fuck? So I'm gonna make all of that.
Hey.
Hey, killed my auntie.
Scrit.
You guys are seeing this too, right?
It's great forever. Oh boy.
You can see that the bugbear that's over there is like sitting down and like eating something from the fire, while the goblin
Just
is
looks up like the fuck.
it's just like no, I'm telling you, there's people here. We gotta go get them. And the other goblin and the goblin on the other side is like,
Okay,
right, because one of them stabbed me right in the face. And you go, and he's like, oh fuck off. Ah!
I literally think that's what happens. She's gonna run towards that lower door then, right by the bugbear. And like they're having this conversation, you just hear, ah! She like runs by.
So I'm just gonna say that they don't get to act this round.
Excellent.
Yay!
But the rats do.
Fuck.
We're just
And-
hugging the walls and hoping they don't
Praying.
notice us.
Saying a prayer, hoping
Oh.
that goblin hand gets, like... I think that... I don't know if that's a thing I could do, but like, because she gave you 2 fingers already. There's
You could
still 3
drop
fingers
it
on
right
that
there.
hand. She could just break off fingers.
Woo, baby!
Hey!
I rolled to see if they fell for it, and they did.
Yeah! Jiggity!
So it drops you all the way down to there.
Tits up.
Yeah, that's
You
what
just need to run
Yeah.
back. You just need to run back down.
Yes.
After that.
Woo!
To the
I
right.
think
Oh my
if she
God.
could, she'd
What's
have her
happening?
skirts lifted if
Yeah.
she had her skirts. So, as she ran.
All right.
Rats versus
Yeah.
dogs.
So these
Incredible.
rats, and you guys see the rats, like they're kind of coming towards you, and Céline starts screaming and holds out this goblin hand and runs, and they all kind of go after her, and they come. She comes
Gross.
screaming through, and they're like, "I told you that was them." It's like, right. And he goes to do it, and it's just this. What the fuck? And just rats just explode through the door and onto these goblins, and just start like eating their eyeballs out and ripping them to pieces. And the goblins start fighting back against the rats.
At this point, I look over at you and go, I honestly didn't think that would work.
It's incredible, really. Dumb ideas! Dumb ideas! Dumb ideas! Dumb ideas!
Who's next?
Dying. This is amazing.
Oh my god. That's our party name.
Dumb ideas!
Dumb ideas.
Well,
The dumb idea.
Dumb ideas.
well, let me see here. Well, now that we've
You just
seen
pick off those.
an incredible.
Let's just wait for Céline to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the rats have
Yeah.
their fun for a bit.
Great. Well, while the rats are enjoying themselves, I think Juno's going to use this turn to go peruse the bones. See what I can find.
This is, I mean,
so
that's what we got to.
make
That
a
go
note
in there
of
and beat them.
You can go over there, Connie and I kind of look at each other like, yeah.
I'll be right back. There might be something useful.
Oh my god! What?
What?
Connie is just like,
No,
damn it, it's fucking.
that's sort of your,
Have my
that's your
handkerchief at
champion.
least.
Yeah. Connie, shine a light, Connie.
God.
Okay, so notice roll.
Oh, nailed it.
Double ones.
One of the two.
One of the two. You know, but it's been a Benny. I mean, after
my
all, we
God.
might as well make it count.
I mean, if you're gonna go into the pile of rotting flesh,
I better roll
corpses.
good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Better make it worth it. Oh yeah, let's blow up this flesh roll.
This flesh.
Sweet, 8.
8.
I'm looking through the bones. I'm picking them up. I'm
Taste a couple.
flicking flecks of flesh off.
Flicking flecks of flesh. Yeah, it's pretty gross in here.
Good.
Let's review
How
for
far in are you going to go?
Like at least up to like mid thigh.
like belly flop.
I wanna
Like belly flop.
Whee! Yeah, I just want to kind of go right into the middle of it and just see.
Oh, gross.
Let's review. She's covered with flammable goo
I am.
and now dead rotting flesh.
That's right.
Lovely.
I guess I'm looking around to see
It's going to be one
who
hell of
might
a
have died
cremation.
like most recent. Is there a sense of like something here was devoured?
I mean, the most recent stuff was out on the edge.
Okay, good.
But you got a
Got an 8.
yeah.
Solid roll. Yeah.
You see at the back of this is still kind of a
Yeah. Tell me I find some gold pieces. Really make it worth it.
Please.
This is
they kept all the
insane.
gold pieces from these people.
3 electro.
This is insane.
However,
Yeah.
you can see that this is kind of a like a burial spot too, and like in the middle here, there's like a sarcophagus that all the stuff is kind of like just thrown on top of, and then like if you look at northwest where there's this kind of angled wall, and you notice that it looks odd and out of place.
This angle.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh, did the bodies like come down it like a chute?
Like a little.
It's a trash can.
No.
No, it looks like a false wall or something.
Oh, fuck.
right?
Maybe.
Like the wall is
Fuck.
messed up, so or not fitting. So maybe it's a fake
There's
wall.
no
that
treasure
goes
worth
through.
that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's treasure that.
Well, I don't think I can do anything else this turn, but I definitely make note of that. And I just turn to Devlin and Connie.
We're just looking at you like,
Do you tell them?
Yeah, and I go, this is not an entirely insane thing I just did. There's something up there.
okay, can we vote on that?
Is it up?
Devlin.
Hi.
No, it's over.
Straight ahead.
I'm
Oh, is it straight ahead?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said it's kind of up.
Well, it's northwest.
Oh, but it's just an angle.
On the map on my screen, it is
Gotcha.
up and to the left.
Got it, okay. There's something over there. And I point to the false wall.
I'm gonna move back down the corridor we came up.
Just
And
start puking.
well, no, I can't really see anything, but I'm gonna move to there and try to cover Céline as she comes in case anything's, approaching us from an opposite direction.
We don't want anything crawling in our back door. Is what I'm hearing.
Juno already has enough things crawling in her back door.
Not without consent, anyway.
Power bottoms.
Heck,
Crawling up her back door. Just
All
a
right.
classic song.
Jack of clubs for
Connie.
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 Thank you. King for Céline.
Hey.
6 for Juno.
Okay.
That tracks.
Another king. Oh.
No.
Well, we get Benny.
That's true.
That's
We
true.
get Benny's.
We get Benny.
So wait, so what do the
Fucking
rats
Is that
get?
the Joker?
They got a
They
joker.
They got
get
the
a
Joker.
okay.
Benny, please.
Benny, please.
Can we spend a Benny to switch the Joker for someone else?
Thank you.
Anyway.
Nope.
Getting it.
The good news is they're fighting the goblins.
Woo!
Gorgeous.
Yay.
I'm gonna also have to deal in.
The goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Balls.
Goblin these balls.
But they get a 3.
Okay.
They're about to get eaten, bitches.
That's right. Basically, I'm not even gonna start rolling on it.
No.
Goblins are getting roasted.
They're just trying to kill these rats. Some of the goblins start fleeing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, unless you guys want to actually do anything combat-y, do you want to just
Yeah,
narrate this?
I think we
Hell
could
yeah,
hide
for
until
sure.
we
Yeah,
got
honestly, all you hear, Devlin, as this corridor thing is happening, as Céline is running through the corridor, is you hear, get back, get back, get back, get back, fuck, 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 like as she runs back towards the group,
So
like
that means that Devlin's not going to go. Well, you come around the corner, he's just going to be like.
and the way she's running, you could tell, if she had skirts, she'd have them lifted and be bolting.
As you're running back, you notice 2 goblins give chase behind you, but as you turn around, you see that they're not chasing you; they are getting the fuck out of Dodge, and literally run back into the Great Hall and off into wherever.
Let's go find Scrit.
Yeah.
Spray will save us.
Yeah, it's such a shame.
All right.
Anyway. Yeah, she pretty much is running back towards. I'm gonna double dash towards the group again.
All right. We'll just say that you guys all
Yeah.
find each other again. You can hear the
Puffing.
I don't need to do this. You can hear the fighting between the rats, the goblins, and the bugbears.
Who's winning from the sounds of it?
Bugbears.
You want bear?
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, well,
We have a little time, right?
Yeah.
Juno said she found a weird wall through the.
Alright, well, we need to do whatever. We just need to get out of
Alright,
here
go.
Before they're done with us.
Yeah, try the
Yeah.
wall.
Juno,
we'll all go over there.
Juno
Alright.
waddles through the rest of the bones, gets to the wall.
Any way around the bones?
Take the.
I'm in too deep, Céline. I get to the wall.
Not for you, for me.
I'm going to try to feel the wall for any traps or something that would suggest
All
that
right.
maybe
Make a
there's
notice roll.
Yeah, something weird with
Change
the
your boots
wall.
into stilts.
Can Connie help at all if she makes her way with Juno?
Help look?
Yes.
Not really. It's
Okay.
kind of a one person.
Okay.
Can you, John? Can you
I
move
think as
Céline and Connie. I can't get them past that wall.
You got it.
I shall spend a Benny to look closer at this wall. It looks like I've got too many decaying remains in my eyes.
Oh, there's a name for
good.
your group. Decaying Remains.
Decaying remains. Sounds like a bad
Right.
name.
Yeah, 7.
7.
Yeah,
Um,
to check for traps or anything else that would
yeah,
seem out of place.
look at it, and you don't see any traps, but it does seem like this is a very old passage.
I can't get
That-
Connie out there.
Is a little. I'll get her. That is a little.
It's wedged in.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I able to?
You could probably
Forfeit?
muscle it.
Okay.
All right.
No, I'm not going
I
to.
think-
I'm gonna
One at a time.
Before I do that, though, I'm gonna look back to the rest of the group.
Devlin kind of stomps through the muck towards you, like, and just kind of muttered, "No, I'm not saving you one."
If there's no way around the bone pile to get to this area, Céline will straight up change her shoes.
Change her shoes.
Yeah, she will change her shoes to her boots of
The
stealth.
waiters.
To her boots of stealth.
Okay.
She actually wants to get dirty, not these fancy new boots.
That's going to take you a while, and you kind of need to move out of here before the
God.
battle over there
How
subsides.
how long is a while? Describe to me how long is a while.
5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Change it later.
Yeah, if you start to put on shoes, I think we all kind of go, Céline.
Celine, like, okay, so Celine has a pause and, like, imagines herself changing shoes because she's wanting to get these shoes done. She's like, this is Connie. She's like, Connie, do you think I have time to change
No,
my shoes?
no, you do
It's-
not.
it's-
Do not. If I have to walk through this, you have to walk through this. You understand? I have a way better sense of smell than you do, and it's.
That doesn't stain my shoes are going to get all
Oh my
messed
god!
up.
So, Selena, I promise you, after the first couple of feet, you get used to it.
And Devlin was already there, goes, "No, you don't."
Juno, I love you. Stop talking.
Okay.
Start pushing.
Right.
Oh,
Like,
it's seeping
very
into my
daintily,
feet.
like, wades into the dead bodies and is, like, very, like, daintily walking through it, like, oh, my shoes. Oh, good.
Definitely. You also stop talking. Stop saying words about this stuff. I'm just gonna forget it.
Hey, at least there's not a voice in your head that wants to eat some.
Connie said, be quiet. If you want to continue to live, I suggest you do so. And she's like shaking as like she makes her way through the dead pile and like comes out, shakes off her like feet like a cat. Like, you know, like when a cat gets
Yeah,
its
like-
feet wet.
like-
Like that's literally what she's doing. It's just disgusting. And she's like, Connie, is my handkerchief working at all?
Sure.
Oh. 'Cause,
My nose is dead.
I wish my nose was dead.
I mean, it is pretty amazing the amount of different smells that I'm getting.
what
right
do we
now.
have to keep talking
Just
about? Are we going to get through the
variety.
bloody hallway?
The smell you've discovered is pretty amazing.
It's a real palate.
Oh
Is that pineapple?
no! No! No!
My mouth.
Oh my god! And Connie is short too.
So what do you want to do?
So
I'm
she's
gonna
really
I'm gonna
fucking in
force
it.
the door.
Ugh.
At least you're not a gnome.
Yes.
Oh my god!
That'd be so
Gonna
funny.
do. God damn it.
It's up to your
Oh
neck.
my god! You were almost a gnome.
Oh, shit.
Nice. Okay, so the first one blew up. Oh, the second one blew up.
Woo!
26 to force this false door open.
All right. So, I always say with a high roll, the higher you roll, the more kind of control you have over your results, not just brute strength smashing down the wall.
Unless you want it.
Oh yeah!
I'm moving this door.
Well, that's
Like,
that's kind of my point. Is
I'm
what
moving
is
this
your
door
ultimate goal?
with my pinkies only. I'm in the zone. That's how.
Just watching you know
pinkies
flex.
you ever did. Do.
Yeah. So my goal is to first of all unwedge the door in a way. I want to unwedge the door in a way that I can tell how the door is supposed to move, because I want to make sure it doesn't like randomly slam shut behind us.
Okay.
And then once I open it up with this roll, I also want to figure out how to then just like kind of like catch it so it doesn't move
Perhaps
out
we
of the
can
way.
use some of these handy bones.
Would you lend me a hand?
Here.
Hey.
oh, okay, yeah,
They're
double
everywhere.
hands.
No
Yeah.
shit.
So you find like there are some old wall sconces here for torches. You kind of like grab it and you lift it up on the top so that it's flush again,
Uh-huh.
and then push and it kind of
Does it
Like-
seem like there's a mechanism that would force it back out?
No.
Okay, so
No, there's like a hinge, but it's up to you to like. It would be up to the user to open it and shut it.
okay.
And it sounds kind of like taking off the lid of a toilet seat as you into a dark passageway.
I'm very familiar with taking
Let's
off
go
the
before the
lid of
bugbears
the
get
toilet
here.
seat. I'm gonna wedge a bunch of skeletal hands into place just so this thing doesn't shut behind us.
Oh, it's not going to shut behind you.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if you let go
you
of it,
open
I
it
do
up.
Actually-
I do
wait.
think we should have the door shut.
Okay. Yeah, I was literally as soon as they said it, I was like, but actually.
They're going
Yeah.
to follow us.
Yes.
yeah, once you let it go, it's going to jam wherever it is because basically the top hinges are gone.
So
it's
let's just
falling.
go in, and then you can close it behind us.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Alright.
So I'll just hold it in
So
place
we
while
go
you guys
in
go
while-
in,
Yeah.
and I'll hold it. Close the shut.
And just hope it's not dead end.
Yeah, you all.
Otherwise,
Or if it
it's
is,
stuck there.
Or if it is, we just stay there while the bugbears and rats kill each other, and then come back out and mop them up.
That's also
Mm.
fair. Well, into
You-
the secret passage we go.
Go through the secret passage,
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
and you find yourself in another hallway. Juno, you
Slide it.
lift it and then
Slide it back in place.
slide it back. It opens like a door. It's not like slide back and forth. It is a hinge
Got it. Okay.
system. And you slide it, push it back to where it was, and then as soon as you let go of it, it just and doesn't lock in place, but it certainly is jammed.
Resting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Shh.
Be quiet. Connie, I'm scared.
Now you're scared?
Oh, yes. Now it's too quiet.
Oh God.
You know, the adrenaline's settling down.
We're gonna be fine. I believe in us. I believe in our abilities. Now let's find this Rackman guy and fucking kill him, because I'm tired of this shit, Grandpa.
Great.
Juno.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I'll hop to the front of the line and stealth in ever
Yeah.
so quietly.
More stealth rolls all around.
Stealth roll.
Fuck.
Oh, that exploded.
Uh
No, I just hit my computer with the die.
oh.
No, no, not the computer.
Nice. We'll take this.
Thank you.
And
Wait,
while we're at
it's, sorry, what
You get
stealth?
some PowerPoint
Which die
back.
was stealth?
Oh yeah.
Attribute, which attribute was stealth?
Agility.
Agility, okay, cool, that's the one I got.
Alrighty. Juno got a 7.
6 for Céline.
12.
12. 6 for Céline.
Oof.
15.
Oh,
Love that.
Damn.
All the explosions, let's
Very,
go.
very nice. Yeah, you all now move, and you can just hear like there's a lot of shouting. So that's also one of the reasons why you all did so well on your stealth roll. Is that
They're distracted.
there is hell being paid back at the Goblin party place, and yeah, you move into the next little area, and it is a again more.
Always.
Does it
Yeah,
still
more
reek of
hallways.
death?
No,
Okay, good.
you left that behind you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you
think-
all do just a little bit.
Thank God, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Juno most of all, I'm sure.
Yeah, this particular
We're all trying not to
little
look at you.
chamber, it's like it's dedicated to like a certain group of people who were part of this unit. You know,
Are there any names, just out of curiosity, on these
not
tombs?
really.
Okay.
I think Selena's just
Yeah,
complaining
you know,
about all the rats.
there are some of them, and it basically, but it's very antiquated. Be like Knight Garubus, you know, that sort
Yeah,
of thing.
lion, Knight Garubus.
Mhm.
Champion of the Aegon.
I guess
Yes.
Verily he did dwell upon the...
as we go along, I think Connie will just keep an eye out for any of the names like Locke or just out of personal curiosity.
All right.
Maybe we should go that way. He kind of, Devin points up. I point up to the north because this left passage looks like it goes back toward the
I agree.
bugbears.
I agree.
Did you see how many rats there were?
A lot.
I
There
could
was
have
a lot of
died.
rats. There was
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
fucking
I could have
rats.
died.
You ran very fast.
Yeah.
Céline, that was great hustle.
I'm still. Thank you. But I'm still a little.
Winded.
Winded is a word, but I mean, reverse stage fright. Like when you get it after. That's how I feel.
All right. Well, let's
Did I do?
Yes. Like, what the hell was that?
let's head up to the northeast then.
Like, I think if Connie will allow it, she like holds on to like Connie's arm to steady herself to
Yeah,
just
Connie.
be like,
Connie's just like arm around
like,
you. Like,
holy fuck.
Alright.
So,
see,
yeah.
you nailed it. You nailed
I
it. Though.
did.
That's it.
Yes, and now we're just hopefully a little bit of calm. We don't run into this vampire anytime
Looks like,
soon.
looks like it turns again. There.
Fuck. 3 hallways.
Well, but like the vampire guy has to be up here somewhere. But maybe we go up and like
Who
kick
built
over.
this stupid maze?
It's
You
just,
know what?
it's just a
I
grid.
curse you, underworld architect.
It's a grid. Just boxes.
Above table, would Connie have mentioned that she's looking out for
No.
names?
She just kind of passively reading. If she sees a name, she'll just like glance at it. It's not
Okay.
really like not really a thorough investigation, just more like a, if Rackman is trying to fuck with some folks and is looking for people who may have fucked with him in the past, but they're descendants, that means there might be a not unlikely chance that maybe they're buried here. Just
Maybe he was buried here.
both.
All right,
But-
let's keep going.
Yeah, make a notice roll
Fuck.
with no rerolls.
No.
With
reroll.
no rerolls. Oh,
No
sheesh.
rerolls.
Interesting.
Whoa, whole nother level. Uh-oh.
Yeah, the crap's got real.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
No.
14.
No rerolls needed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm.
You. Let me
Oh boy.
check my notes here real fast.
Well, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Got to find some shit.
Maybe good things happen when Connie notices things.
Yeah.
We're gonna see about
Jury's out on that.
Funny is nothing if not noticeable.
Blink, blink, blink.
Might not
That's-
be
that's-
too
that's the
alluring
app.
coming from the flammable goo and dead flesh covered orc. You tell him, Garbage Patch Kid.
You see,
That's garbage pets.
you see a name that you almost passed by, and then you go like, "Wait a minute, I remember Locke telling you the name Rutter."
Rutter.
shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was one of the other people in town.
Connie, I guess, pauses at that.
What?
It's, is this grave, like, particularly decorated? Is there any engravings? Just the name?
Just another slot in the wall.
I see.
Oh,
No.
like that police song.
What's Connie, what do you see?
Another
Did you see
slot
something?
in the wall.
It wasn't the police either. I'm thinking
That's
that's
right. Juno ever so slightly leans over, atrocious sentinel to Connie and says,
Oh,
Rutter, can you smell my pants?
Larkin Rudder. That was one of the people who was taken.
Yeah.
What's that? What did you say?
that-
Who was? Yeah.
is that what you were
For
seeing,
the
Connie?
name.
Thank you.
For the love of God, Juno. Oh God.
What?
Do the smell.
Oh.
Celine,
Don't you have some
do
perfume?
you have any perfume that's not like sleepy?
She like goes
Or
through her.
truth telling.
She goes through her things. No.
Alright, well,
You know what? You know where my perfume is. Back in d&amp water where we left all my shit.
my God. But it just, yes, the name, Rudder, when we were asking Locke about them folk who got taken, I just thought, if we're dealing with a vampire who's hunted down the descendants of people who messed with
Fought-
him in the past, yeah,
Could they be this fought in this? Could this be that crypt?
there could be this.
Well, it sort of makes sense if the family's been local to the area for a long time. I mean, they would be buried and they fought in the Orc War. This is where they would have been buried.
Well, that's a little fucked.
Yeah.
What, being buried after you died?
No, not that. Hanging out in the crypt of the people that killed you.
Well,
Or
what if
well,
he's buried here and he can't leave until he, I don't know, does something bad?
You mean they?
Huh.
Could there be some kind of binding curse? Is that the thing that people can do, Connie?
Is there binding curses like that?
What was the question?
I think what we're pondering is whether or not the vampire is bound to this particular place
See,
by
talk
some
about getting
manner
his
of
strength back.
enchantment.
Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe they bound him here with their blood or something like that, and only if the descendants of these folks came and released him
you
with
shouldn't
their...
have come here. Your cousin's to lock.
I'm
kidding. That's not. I know.
Devlin, that was a real funny joke. You
Thanks.
made a joke, Devlin. How
Um,
delightful.
I'll try not to.
of any such
No,
bindings,
good.
curses that might exist of that nature.
Make an occult roll.
Well, good thing I'm smart, I guess.
I'd also like to make it. I don't have.
I would like to make an occult roll.
This is where I'd make an occult roll if I had any. 7.
7. You have heard of spirits being bound to places?
More like curses or like magical like traps, I guess, to keep people bound to like if I was sealing a great evil, like that is a thing that people have done.
I mean,
It
I,
is.
I would.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I even just like tavern tales and songs. They would probably talk about. that
Yeah,
kind
and
of
people
stuff.
talk. All
They don't
right.
say how. They just say, "Oh, he was bound," and you know.
But like beyond folklore, that she knows that that is like a magically possible thing that people could do. Binding. Okay. Just
Yes.
sick.
Yes.
Dope.
Well, let's keep
Sick
going.
and
that-
dope.
Well, is it a thing, Connie?
Can be.
Oh dear.
And I mean that would give, besides being a petty bitch who can take no L's, I imagine if they perhaps bound him and it's like only with the descendants of our families would you be free or something like that, it's possible that's why they're seeking these folks out.
And then that would explain why the vampire's not out like eating people whenever they want.
Yeah, just like roaming completely wild and free on the countryside.
Free range vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Connie, what do you make of what the goblins told us about Reichman building an army? What would he need an army for then? Is he trying to become freed of this place? Or
Isn't this the
is he
tomb
building?
of an army?
Yeah, but he was gathering work like goblins and hobgoblins and
That doesn't have to be
I mean,
his entire army.
Yeah, and you can do multiple things at the same time. You can gather an army while.
look, it's gonna be hard enough fighting a vampire. Do we have to fight a vampire and a necromancer?
I don't know the scope
Let's stop
of
giving
this.
the GM ideas.
Let's we don't know.
No, keep going.
Let's just sally
He's
forward.
also the Tarrasque.
Yeah. Let's just
Vampire
sally.
Tarrasque.
It's a were-Tarrasque.
God,
this becomes purple
awful.
worm kill. Anyway, so
Let's just sally forth and see, and just we'll deal with that when we get to it.
there's only one way to know for sure what this
Juno,
vampire
keep
can
sallying.
do. Oh,
All right.
oh my God, Sally!
Sally
Maybe
on.
we just wait a few moments so Juno can get further
March
away.
forward, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
Stealthily.
Stealthily.
Stealthing.
Very stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to your left there, you can see that it's just a dead end.
Great, great.
Or actually, the first one leads back to another,
T intersection.
another intersection that runs north and south. Second one is a dead end, but with a right turn in it somewhere.
Can we hear anything? Any signs of life, or is this place pretty much quiet?
Down here, it's pretty quiet. You can still hear some hubbub going
Let's
on.
go to that door. The map showed me for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's because Juno's up there.
Yeah, Juna's looking down that hallway, and do I see a door such as the maps?
Yeah, you
suggesting?
can see that there is a grand stone double door.
Oh, right. I kind of like hold up my hand for a second to everyone.
Selena's in the
I
middle,
make-
like, I'm going to take such a bat, and then you hold your hand up and she like cuts her off. What's that?
I go and I make the international, the
Symbol for grand double door. right?
for door, where I pretend to turn a knob and pull it open, and then I say shh, and I'm gonna try to stealth over to the door just to.
I like to think that when you look back, all three of us go.
Okay.
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 Well,
All right, you're gonna stealth to the door alone. By
No,
yourself?
no, we're following.
Nobody
her.
following
We're
you?
following. We're following.
We're following
We're
her.
following.
Right, with the
All
smell.
right, all right.
Smell.
I hear.
We're following.
Wipe that grin off
you
your
know,
face.
we don't want to
I
inhale
just like
Juno's.
fucking with y'all.
Yeah, we don't just want to inhale Juno's
Yeah.
ode to friggin' crypt.
Oh, the hula.
Ode to.
Yes, the GM is
Right.
has evolved into a no re-rolls GM.
I think it was just
No.
for that check.
It
But I'm
was
just
just that
saying,
check
it's
to see if she saw
whole
a
new-
name that she recognized.
the whole new Ingy.
Oh,
yeah. He's got pockets full of surprises.
Mhm. All right, yeah, you.
So
We're all
Yeah,
Seven,
no, you
right?
don't even have to roll.
okay, gotcha.
You move up to these doors, and they're about 10 feet tall. They have it is a who was in the second? Oh yeah, it was a figure of like Stratos.
Okay.
There, these double doors. There is no handle.
Just a push. I look at Juno. Looks at everyone. Just kind of mimes. Push door. Push door.
You're the strong one.
Oh yeah.
Breathe.
No, it's just like just FYI. Okay.
So
Connie,
Devlin pulls both of his pistols out. And he
Yeah.
goes,
Connie's like readying her hands to like
Celine has like her pistol on hand, like.
Sweet.
ooh,
All right.
stake in one hand, magic in the other.
Yeah.
And
And your brand new fancy dagger that you can just.
Yeah.
Somebody.
But it doesn't summon back, right? I have to like.
No, you can. No.
I'm gonna channel. I'm gonna,
Get even better.
I'm gonna channel Céline for a second. So you have wand and wood.
Yeah.
Double fisting.
that's right.
That's how it should be done.
So just like
that's right.
Inshafted, what can I say?
Hey,
Push it.
okay, I'm gonna
Real good.
push it real good. I'm gonna be as careful as possible, but I'm gonna try pushing one door at a time. Does it open? Does it need to be
And
both
it kinda
doors?
holds like it's
Like it's
like
bolted
they're-
on the other side?
Yeah, like they're locked into each other.
Ah, okay.
Oh, dude, is it locked?
It's locked.
Hold on, I have something for this. Reaches into her, like walks over. She reaches into her cape, pulls out a lock picking kit.
Do you want to listen to the door, see if we can hear anything behind it?
I imagine it like a really fine makeup kit.
Yes, like it looks like a
We're
little
boning either
makeup
way.
kit. She pops it open. It's got flowers on it while Juno's listening. And
Yeah, go listen to the door. Perfect, exactly.
All right.
Teamwork.
Make a notice roll
All right,
against the door with a -2.
she hasn't started yet. She's waiting for Juno. The all clear from Juno.
All right.
Can I also whistle out the door?
Okay.
Why is it Connie must notice things? No, I'm kidding.
With a -2, you said? A -2?
Because of big, thick storm doors.
Okay. Darn. I'd like to roll higher than a 0, so okay.
Connie rolled a wait.
5.
Oh,
Oh, we
negative
blew
2.
that one up.
So
Oh.
is that
Oh
with the
shit, it both
-2?
blew up.
That's still a success.
I got good ears. What can I say?
7 -2, 5.
5. You both got a 5. Great.
Yay!
Sorry.
Oh no, you weren't.
No, he wasn't.
You were. Yeah.
Right. And so, like, Celine, like, pops it, like, has this beautiful little, like, case. It's, like, embroidered fabric outside. She pops it open and, like, it reveals this gorgeous set of, like, lockpicks.
Like they
yeah.
fan out.
Yeah, they fan out pretty much like that. And, like, she looks at you, Devlin. She's, Devlin, just in case, be ready to shoot. Okay. All right. And then she gets to work trying to pick the
All
lock.
right. Make a thievery check.
Thievery.
Juno regards just how professional this like lockpicking kit looks, and gives Céline a look and like a very like, I see you nod, kind of like, that's good.
I
How
think
many
there is
people has she?
there is a very like if I think if Céline sees this as she gets to work, there's a very satisfied chuckle that comes from her.
Yeah.
Like anyway, but is it smarts? That's thievery connected to thievery, the attribute. I want to say yes.
Agility.
Agility. Oh, great! I can reroll agility.
Oh, sick.
Actually, I'm gonna switch. This, guys. Okay, let's roll it for me. Okay. Yeah, she gets a 5.
A 5. Okay.
Mhm.
You like put in your turner and like keep some tension on it. You go and you start finding these paddles. You click one and you click another one, and as you click that second one, you hear the first one go back. You're like, oh, God, really? in this ancient fucking tomb, like they had security, and so you're like,
I think like
really-
as she's doing this and like she hears that happen, she goes, "Now, darling, you really must be much more flexible if you're going to let me in." So and like she's like almost trying to. It sounds like she's trying to seduce the lock, is while she's doing this.
As you're doing that, you're like, click 1, click 2, and as you click 2, you feel another hidden paddle in there.
Fuck.
Bro.
As out of the lock comes a spike into your hand.
And Celine
Make a
like
vigor check.
Celine's like,
Oh shit.
okay, vigor. That's a D6, just a vigor check, right? Straight vigor.
Mhm.
I don't have anything
You
in
get a
house.
wild die, right?
Huh?
You get a wild
Yeah,
die.
you get
I do get a wild die. Let me pull another die.
Straight vigor, no chicks.
Double ones.
Oh.
Double ones.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
not good.
Celine is
Those 2 dice are
picking the
going
lock,
as well.
and you're like, this is taking her a long time. And you realize that she has completely stopped moving.
Céline?
Céline?
She's frozen.
Frozen?
Mhm.
I
Is she
hate
actually like a stone?
It's
petrification.
not stone, but
No.
yeah.
Okay. Is this a... It's a negative condition, right? I'm so sorry. I'm just wondering if I should do healing or relief.
This is certainly not healable.
Okay. Do some relief then? Removes negative
My second
conditions or
time being
penalties?
petrified. Why am I reliving all my
sorry, what?
worst?
The spell relief removes negative conditions or penalties.
Let me look that up. Real quick.
Interesting.
Or would pouring, I guess a pouring healing potion wouldn't on her would help. I could try more salt. I could salt bay it.
Yeah.
This is my
yeah.
second time
Um,
being petrified.
but
I hate it.
I'm gonna say
Because there's also part of the healing is neutralize poison or disease. Is if I spend more power points to utilize that.
Oh shit.
I don't see that on my description. It must be in a different book. Probably in Pathfinder.
This feels like a.
Make a spellcasting roll
Okay.
versus the poisoner's roll.
Devlin,
Poison? Question mark? Question mark?
Devlin, maybe we should put some salt on just in case.
Um,
You never know.
yes. There's like a
Salt Bay.
Okay, me too. I'll join.
neutralize poison or disease.
Oh no, I don't do.
Yeah. Okay.
Explode.
It did.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
John, I have a couple sugar
And
cubes.
again.
I'm going to place them on her shoulders.
And again. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 5.
24
Great.
plus 5. 29.
How do you
29.
like? What does your spell look like to get her un?
The sugar worked.
Yes.
The sugar worked.
Oh! Devlin and I hug.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Over here.
Céline, and just notices. I guess is the spike still out, or did it just like?
You can see just a little red dot,
Okay.
and you can see that she's not blinking or breathing.
Okay. Connie pulls out the pendulum that she has and sort of like, I guess, I'm trying to think how to flavor this. It starts moving back and forth. She's not moving her hand, but it starts moving back and forth over and around Celine's hand and starts circling it. And you see it almost like this glow start to appear, and this whatever this poison is almost start to come out of the wound and just splash back onto the ground.
And Céline, you
That's literally Celine. That's
Mhm.
literally what happens to Celine. Is she able to think about anything, or like does she have any
Mhm.
awareness of what's going
you
on?
could tell that for a good 30 seconds or so, your body completely locked up, including your breathing.
Because I would like to have a flashback here.
All right.
So, and I think that she has a flashback to her first time learning how to pick locks with her mother. Like she was getting ready to she was getting ready for an exam on the subject, and she like did exactly that. She fucked it up, and her mother was like, "Darling, you really should pay more attention to small, minute details. The moment you're careless is the moment you die. What do we do?" And she repeats after her. She's like, "Why would I ever engage in a fair fight? Always make sure that the locks you pick aren't booby trapped." and like she has this like moment of being in this, and like they're in this beautiful like manor, this like manor home, and her mother is like, she can hear her mother behind her, but she can't physically see her. She's like, "Well, what would your little sister think? You're trying to set an example for her." She's like, "Mother, she takes after you anyway." and like and it doesn't click that her mother's deliberately distracting her until she gets pinged by the trap on the lock. And she's like, and she makes her repeat it again, and she goes through the drill again, and then she comes out of the flashback, and it's Connie, like, and to Connie, she's like, and
You're okay.
she's like, and she like, as she comes out of the flashback, she says, "Victory above all else." Like,
Are you okay?
she
We're all
blinks her
kind of like
eyes.
stiff.
I think so.
Okay.
Did something happen?
Yes, you got right. There's a small mark on your hand. I think you got pricked by something, and whatever it was, this poison froze you up real bad. And
She was fucking right. God damn it. Anyway,
As you
yeah.
Sorry about the sugar and the salt.
Devlin, it didn't work the first time. It didn't work the first time.
It's a circumstance. It could have worked this time.
Unless it worked this time, who knows? Maybe it
Yeah,
helped.
maybe we helped Connie.
Yeah.
All you did was
Like a
waste
spell.
sugar and salt. First of all, no, not unless Connie gives it a stamp of approval. She's the arcane master.
Connie,
You're
Did it
better
help?
with.
were those helpful ingredients to the spell?
We looked so earnest.
it was very sweet and kind of you to do such a thing.
Woo, high five.
Nice.
Just very carefully worded.
Both of you are better with black powder than white powder. Let's just put it that way.
Can't blow you up. You're a friend.
That's not what I meant.
Are you okay to continue?
She looks back at the lock. I hope so.
We could just have Juno bust it down.
I mean, does it seem like I've weakened the lock at all?
It's open.
She she pushes it. I
Oh,
mean,
there
I
it is.
heard. I can read lips also.
Okay, let's get in there before it kills us.
Alright.
Remember, Mom always said no trips to the clerics.
And we're burning a penny for PowerPoint again.
Yeah.
okay.
That's not what my
Can
mother
Can I-
used
can I
to say,
burn-
but
Can I burn a
sure.
penny for PowerPoint?
Sure.
Do I get any?
No.
You could burn 2 pennies to give me more PowerPoint.
Nope.
Damn it.
You've gotten all the PowerPoints for Benny's you can.
I think that there's like this moment where Céline just like pushes the door as they ask if it's
Yeah.
open.
All right, we're going in.
And it kind of opens up, and as it does, braziers light.
She packs
In
up
this
her
room.
little ornate lock kit, puts it back into whatever the fuck she has in there. So,
And once again, you're in a room that is actually older than what you've just been going through.
I hate all this.
But it is immaculately built out of stone from the area. I guess it's slightly earlier built, but the walls are adorned with more frescoes of less orc killing and more heroes standing victorious.
Did they bury themselves around this guy?
I guess we'll find out in a second.
Yeah. Still describing the room.
There are 5 statues in this room
Well,
that appear to be the heroes of the Orc Wars. You've now seen on 2 different walls. The odd thing about these statues is that though they are in battle stances, none of them are carrying any weapons. But there's a weapons rack that contains a spear, an orcish great axe, a brilliant broadsword, a staff, a shield, and a maul.
Your spear, great axe,
Right.
Sword?
Spear, great axe, broadsword, staff, shield.
And maul.
You said a mall?
And
Yeah.
Maul.
Is it an Arby's at this mall? Juno's hungry.
We can't fight them all. But
Hey.
Hey.
And on the far side is what looks like an arched doorway, but it is completely sealed off with stone.
Like, as in, like it was blockaded, like to keep something out, or to keep something from getting in. Like, which way are we thinking?
As you start to look around this room, you think it might be a puzzle. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
we have to figure out which one's holding which weapon. Oh shit! Nothing.
Thanks everybody for watching Aldgate Adventures on Happy Jacks. I'd like to thank our chat mods for their hard work.
Thanks, mods.
And thanks to our amazing Patreons who keep us ad-free and independent. It's because of you that we're able to play games we enjoy without worrying about publishing companies or system popularity. You can join their heroic ranks at happyjacks.org/Patreon.
Hi, I'm Brian Suskind. I'm a game designer for Cobalt Press and a lead game designer for Draco Studios, amongst other freelance game designer work. You can find me on the socials at Brian Suskind, and it was great fun. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Artem. You can find me on Instagram at Artem directly. I'm a fan of all things TTRPG, and I'm also a theater director who has recently started pursuing his lifelong passion of running a podcast about scary movies and sandwiches, and it's called Scary Movie and a Sandwich. And I've been Juno this whole time. Thanks for watching.
Hey everybody, my name is Vixie Bell, and I'm your friendly neighborhood player here at the Happy Jacks table. You can also find me GMing and playing over at the Pocket Dragon Pub. We are where we do more games of this nature. Well, not of this nature exactly, but you know what I mean. We play more games. I love TTRPGs. I'm a TTRPG enthusiast, if you will. But yeah, that's me. And you can find me on all forms of social media, either at the Pocket Dragon Pub or at Vixie Bell. Either one works.
Alrighty, hi, hello, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby on the internet. I am a community manager, TTRPG performer, streamer, possum, an all-around menace on the web. You can find me on the places on the internet as Chaotic Darby. And that's kind of it that I have for now, but if you want to, like, have me guest on stuff, let me know. My schedule is kind of a bear, but we can defeat the bear.
Yeah.
Yay!
Darby's a possum. I'm a raccoon, and I'm Jon Enge. You can find me on the internet, either at Jon Enge or Enge John, or at Dungeoneer Show, which you can also find my comedy, D&D, and TTRPG advice show on YouTube at Dungeoneer Show.
10/10 recommend.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Anything else?
Oh, we'd like to thank our unofficial sponsor, Gold
Join
Emmy
us.
winning Kimmy Hughes.
Join us the next time you play. Join us next Thursday from 7 to 10 for our next session. If you want to catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/Aldgate. And if you want to find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks network, visit
That's right.
happyjacks.org. And with that, bid you adieu.
Good night.